Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How's the swing? What's cooking those tricks? When? And I said I do want some of these, at least one of these. And I was gonna do one yesterday, but something came up, and family first. So yeah, got Tyler Evan, Armando. How's the swing? What's cooking those tricks? How's it going, boys? As for, yeah, fictional politics, you know how that goes. We could try, but you know what happens. People are gonna try and explain themselves, and then they're gonna want to dip into examples. Examples being re- politics in our own world. It's it tends to happen that way. It's unavoidable. But hey, we got our first guest, Kieran. How's it going?
What's happening, man?
Yeah.
What's the crack?
No, just talking to Armando over here about the challenge I've set up, because you know how almost every time we do one of these, we end up veering towards politics somehow, some way.
Do
Hello.
we?
Hello, Kermit,
Haha.
Darth
Yeah.
Kermit. But yeah, we always end up veering towards politics somehow, some way. So as a challenge today,
Right, okay.
we try, because I personally don't have an issue discussing politics. But a
Aye,
lot of people
yeah.
do, and I figured just as a challenge, let's try and completely avoid the subject. But Armando is suggesting, what about fictional politics, like Fallout
Politics
Vegas or
is
something?
politics is cringe, mate.
I think we definitely shouldn't have this mindset of don't talk about politics because it just leads to conflict, because we have to discuss it to make progress. But on the other hand, we have to do it in a civilized way, otherwise it's pointless.
Well, that's the challenge already failed.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, it's just not productive. People can't have a reasoned debate about these things. But at the same time, you have to like you can't just be like, oh, you're not allowed to talk about it because it creates drama. It's like, yeah, exactly. Huh.
Bruh. Aw, that's nice, man. Wouldn't you sell K more? Yeah, well, you're kind of obliged, aren't you?
Weird. How come? Huh. For some reason, my microphone muted itself, and people
Amazing.
were only able to hear Kieran. Hold on, let me check. I think I know what the problem is.
Wait, what? Can they only hear me?
Well, now
Yes.
they can hear me too.
I was like, I'm going to hijack this.
Oh wait,
Live
it's
stream
being
now.
streamed, right? I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, you're on live right now. We're
Yeah.
hearing you. But yeah, I figured out the problem. Don't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. It won't happen again. I'm sorry.
Wait, what? What are you trying to say about me?
But then, hold on. I gotta make that announcement again. God damn it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, big supporter of the channel, King Moore, came through and gifted me Mass Effect: The Legendary Edition. So once I'm back at my place, I will be streaming it. Every time you see K Moore, yeah, I mean, give him a digital handshake or something. Just congratulate him somehow. How about the politics of Skyrim? Is the Empire, mastermind of military pragmatism, and the Stormcloaks blind, or is the rebellion defending their home and the Empire incompetent and stagnant? You know, our fellow changeling Armando came up with the same idea. He asked me earlier, what about fictional politics? And now, I mean, yeah, you went with it a bit more specific. Skyrim specifically. But the same thing can happen there, where people veer off into using examples of real world situations. Then what? Onion half for sale has a sway most in Australia. Can we talk about the politics of hats?
Seize the mains of hats.
Seize the production of hats?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
My lecture break is over. I have to go back now.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, thanks for stopping by
See ya.
and saying hello, man. See you later. Bye.
Take care, man.
And whose name is, well, HJFCJ something. Oh, yeah. Need more for the win. Absolutely, good. Absolutely. What have you been up to, Q?
Me, I've just been chilling.
Yeah.
Nothing new in my life. How's your visit to your brother's been?
Pretty good. Yeah. We were working the other day. He was helping me design a new logo.
Oh,
Channel.
cool, man.
I don't have to keep using the you know the one I have now, which is the quad characters, because I mean really my creativity when it comes to such things, and that's the best I got. That was the best I could come up with, and nothing beyond.
No, I think it's pretty iconic, man. I think it's represents your channel very well.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Considering,
really,
you know.
it's not exactly eye catching. Yeah.
I guess so.
Persona 5 Strikers and Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 7 the remake. I would. No, I'm not gonna be playing Final Fantasy 7 the remake anytime soon, because unless it comes out on PC and Kane War comes through again. Affording a PlayStation, yeah, even finding a PlayStation 5 to buy right now. PlayStation 4, yeah, even a PlayStation 4. Finding one, affording it, not gonna happen anytime. How about the Politics of History channel at 3 a.m.? Like the aliens
Wait,
guy?
what? J Station.
J Station.
Yeah, the politics of J Station.
I mean, we don't
Amazing.
have to talk about him anymore, do we? Didn't he got banned, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He does,
so
man.
yeah, he's a non-factor now. We don't have to discuss him at all. He's not relevant.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, Jay Booth, how's the Swinger Master Nos Tricks? In the stream.
I'm doing all right, man. How you guys?
You are transmitting from A barracks?
I can't confirm or deny that.
Right, of course. Good man. But yeah, no, you've been around Japan, haven't you?
No, not really. There's a lot of movement restrictions in place right now because of COVID.
Ah, damn it,
We're
that's
only
right, I
allowed to
forgot.
move within a certain radius.
I mean, based on what you have been able to see, the little you've been at, what do you think?
I enjoy it so far. I like the food. When I first came here, my fellow sailors told me that the people would be a lot more talkative, but they're definitely not.
Yeah.
Hmm,
From what I've experienced, anyways.
not with Corona, I
Um,
guess.
they are very nice, though. I mean, most of them can't really speak English that well, at least in the area that I'm in. But they're very helpful. So I've enjoyed my time so far.
Yeah, I've always heard that they were friendly. But then, I mean, and like, it's not at all what someone who watches anime constantly think. There's no magical creatures flying in the air.
Not that I've seen as of yet.
There's no one tossing kamehamehas anywhere.
Yo, hello there.
Hey, Gulas. How's the swing?
Hello.
How's tricks?
What's cooking?
Yeah,
Hmm. So you want to talk about politics?
not really. I'm
Good,
not brave
good
enough.
man. That was a test.
I'm not brave enough for politics.
Yes, that was a test. Giving everyone's on the same page.
Yeah, I can read, my dude. I can.
Mhm. Hey, you'd be surprised how many people can't.
I know.
Alright, good Dix. I'll see you later, man. Bye. Just leave.
Oh, what, man? Ah, at least he stopped by.
Yeah. What can Pepito do to garner in more views? That's the topic. Yeah, sure.
Titties.
Kitties. I don't have
Just
any,
go after
unfortunately.
titties.
Yeah, hot tub stream.
I've seen a lot of hot tub streams, but with guys,
Yeah.
and they've got quite some views.
Like, ironically.
Yeah, ironically, man. Yeah, because I'm around. Obviously all that shit kicked off with her. So Twitch has created a new beach, hot tub, and swimming pool section now
Wait a minute,
for
wait a minute.
content.
Did
for
it really
content like
start
ours.
with her? I thought she got the idea from someone else.
No. I'm saying Twitch basically acted because of her.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. So they acted because of that, and they created their own section for it.
Yeah,
So
because...
now, ironically, a bunch of guys are in that fucking section
Mm.
with like fake boobs and all that, man. It's actually quite funny.
I mean, I could just set up... Like, if I had any pet ducks, I can just set up a pool and have them swim around.
Mate, that would probably gather so many views, it'll be disgusting.
I think someone already did something like that. Have some animals
Bruh.
swimming around, and they got plenty of views, I think. But I mean, is that enough to quell the bitching, you think, making it a separate category?
Well, I
There
don't
seemed to
know.
be a lot of mortal outrage about it.
I just don't really care.
No?
You know what I mean? Like, you got Google. You think
Yeah?
children are stupid?
I mean, the outrage is just about the fairness of the platform, right? They don't want to come down on the more attractive women that are making them a lot of money, but they will come down on
Nah,
dudes or less attractive women if they
Nah.
show anything.
It's not even that, man. It's like, because you got plenty of them that only got like 10 views and that, man. Being a pretty girl doesn't really have anything to do with it. It's just like inconsistency with like big streamers and small streamers, I think, is more of the problem.
I mean,
And
at
that's
this
why I
point,
was so much shocked with Amara when they
this
cracked down on her.
at this point, finding good-looking women on Twitch. It's not unusual anymore. They're everywhere.
No.
So at this point, like if someone wants to start out, they can't just be pretty.
Yeah.
It's saturated.
Need a bit of a fucking personality these days, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not that
a
easy
pair
anymore.
of personalities. Two
Yeah,
of them.
sure, yeah. But I mean that, yeah.
It helps. It might help them.
No, it still helps. Don't get me wrong. Being attractive still helps, but it's just so abundant now that you're gonna need some sort of gimmick at least. Pray a hot tub stream. How am I gonna set that up?
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
just
some
checking.
VTuber shit, man. VTuber.
There's Billy Harrington hot tub stream.
Ooh,
It's just a guy streaming. This guy. I can link to it.
I'll be able to open it. I'm on stream right now. I don't know what you. I mean, has anyone ever tried a hot tub stream on YouTube? See what happens.
Why not?
Yeah.
This guy just streaming copyrighted content.
Nice. Based.
Especially since, like, I mean, what if is there a possibility that Amaranth might try and do a hot tub stream? They cut off her. She doesn't get any ad revenue on Twitch.
No, they've started giving her ad revenue again, man, but it's severely cut.
Hmm.
Oh,
Then-
boo fucking who.
So she was like getting $1,000 every day or something in ad revenue. Now it's down to like $130 ad revenue a day.
She was making money hand over fist. That's true, but
Yeah.
then it makes me wonder what exactly they did. Like, are they pre-selecting which ads get to run?
Yeah,
on
so
her?
basically what they've done with her, right, and how it's been explained, they put the hot tub streams into that category of like swimming pools, hot tub streams, and beaches for like the swimwear and things like that. And the way it works, it's like demonetized or limited ad revenue. If
Oh.
it's like, you know, the little yellow sign in the context of YouTube, that's what they basically done with her. So she'll still get some ads, or some ad revenue, but not a lot.
Right. Because YouTube was talking about doing something like that too for the longest time, where instead of people completely getting demonetized when they get that, that yellow dollar sign, they can just place some ads of like, R-rated or red band movie trailers to run underneath those, so people don't completely lose out on everything.
Yeah.
But then this was something they were talking about like 2 years ago. I don't know what happened to it.
God knows.
Radio silence ever since. Oh. Yeah, so what Peter should do a hot tub
YouTube
stream
video.
where he talks about Crea's conundrums. I mean, it's absolutely
Easy money.
necessary.
What would you be wearing in the hot tub, though?
Swim trunks, I
Bikini.
guess. A bikini.
Mankini. A mankini.
And,
A mannequin.
Aye, fucking Borat style.
and,
Show off that dump truck.
Mm-hmm. And then I don't think, I mean, yeah, there's no room in my apartment for a whole hot tub. If I put a hot tub in my apartment, then I'm gonna have to move the bed out. Bed's gonna have to go, and maybe even the couch. What am I gonna do? Sleep in the hot tub?
Well, that's the sacrifice that you need to make. That's the sacrifice you need to make.
That is not a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Oh, Amazon bought MGM.
MGM?
Yeah.
Fuck's
Metro
that.
Goldwyn Mayer.
What do they make?
They make James Bond, for example.
Oh, right. Oh, shit. Do they?
Yeah. So Amazon
well.
owns James Bond now.
Wonder what they're going to get up to it. Wonder if they're going to do a Disney, man.
I mean,
Just run it right into the ground.
like imagine, I don't know, like Disney, not Disney. Maybe 007 villains can't be owners of multinational corporations anymore.
That's a shame.
Because I mean, come on now, I'm gonna do that. Considering who their boss is now.
Yeah.
They also make Rocky.
Eye of the tiger. Da, da, da.
Yeah, what was that? A Speedo. No. I certainly don't own any Speedos. Nobody even wears Speedos. Not the 90s anymore. Speedo is not appropriate. You get tossed in jail for wearing a Speedo.
I don't think it's that extreme.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Huh? Some kid walks by, you in a Speedo. Well, I'm gonna take offense to that?
At the beach? No.
Not at the beach?
I'll probably raise some eyebrows, man, but apart from that.
Apart from that,
I mean,
what are you saying?
you're going to get kicked out of most, normal establishments, but in places where the Speedo would normally be worn, nobody can really do anything.
Wasn't that the justification for the hot tub streams in the first place? Like there's a hot tub there, so her wearing that makes it okay. That's how they got around it, basically. You could just be next to a
Well,
body of water.
that doesn't really make sense because the location is adjustable. You can't move a beach.
No, but you can move a hot tub. Well, not a hot tub, but like a small like pool.
You can move the recording device that you're using to record yourself.
You can. But the recording device is, it just happens to be there.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And the body of water just happens to be right here in this inflatable pool that I set up myself. This precise reason.
Oh, an inflatable pool. Okay.
Yeah. And that's how they're like, look, I'm in a body of water. So what else am I gonna wear? Of course I'm gonna wear a bikini.
A suit? Just wear a suit in the pool.
A suit? Like a tuxedo?
Yeah.
I mean, someone should do that, I guess. But I don't know if they're gonna get a lot of people watching. Unironically. There's always Plan Z where Papito betrays us all by playing Fortnite.
Uh,
I don't know. Fortnite never particularly attracted me.
Are there any games that you're like really looking forward to playing?
I want to play Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I guess that's about it.
There's no like new games coming out or anything like that you're really interested in?
Like upcoming games. Oh, not that I can think. I can't say Starfield because I don't know anything about it. No one does. Except that it's somehow space is involved. What else is there? What else is coming?
Oh, there's always the Elder Scrolls 6 coming out in 2026.
Yeah, but we don't know anything about that either.
See, there's one game I'm actually looking forward to. So what is it called? Stray or something like that. Where you just play a cat in this sort of cybernetic, like a cyberpunk world, cyberpunk style world.
Remember that. Everyone's a robot.
Yes.
Why are you excited
I'm
for
more
it?
interested in that. Well, I like cats,
Oh, okay.
and I think the idea for the game is kind of unique. I guess.
Hmm.
I'm interested to see what it has in store.
You like cats, you said?
Oh yes, I was raised with cats.
Raised by cats?
With cats.
With
I
cats.
grew up. My pets were cats. Yes. Grew
I
up with
see.
2 cats.
Of course. Man named Quentin going into the stream. I was swinging around on tricks. Breath of the Wild 2. I never played Breath of the Wild 1. And Valve, there have been some rumblings about Valve making games again. Which makes me wonder, what about that Back for Blood game by the original Left 4 Dead developers? Which is it's essentially Left 4 Dead 3.
Mm.
I haven't heard anything about that.
I tried. Not that I'm excited for it, I wouldn't say that, just that's something I would like. What games from the past do you want to see remastered? I would like to see both of the Mech Commander games remastered. You guys say something what I think. What do you want to see remastered?
Oh, I don't even know. Probably
Nothing.
some of the old Dynasty Warriors would be pretty cool remastered.
Dynasty War.
Yeah, I fucking used to love Dynasty Warriors.
I think remastering ruins the game, but it's my opinion.
Remastering what?
Remastering games ruins it. I mean, it spoils it.
Oh, why do you think that?
I'm not really sure.
But I mean, like I wanna.
Because it's like a cash grab most of the time. It's like they're creatively bankrupt, and they always come back to the past for getting some cash.
I mean, like I just said, like Mech Commander 1 and 2, I would like those remastered. Especially because it's so difficult to get the damn things to actually run on modern systems.
Mm.
So I can't even play it. So a remaster would be great.
I mean, there's let's see, Skywind and Skyblivion that hopefully might be finished at some point in the future.
Might be
I'm
finished.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, I guess, but I don't really have my hopes up for it. There's some games that I might like to see remade, or what's the word I'm looking for? A reimagining of certain games.
Yeah, like what?
I don't know, maybe like Fable, or let's see, some old game.
Reboot Fable. Fable though.
Maybe like Ninja Gaiden, although they kind of tried that already, but didn't really work.
They tried remastering Ninja Gaiden.
Well, they made a game called Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z, and it was sort of a more comedic take on the Ninja Gaiden series. And you don't play as the character that you normally play as. It was a lot of people didn't like it, and I understand why. It was a very odd departure from the seriousness of the normal series.
How about a remastered Fallout 1, 2, maybe Tactics.
I would probably actually play them if they remastered them.
Not necessarily remake them. An idea too, which I heard there was a mod team working to remake Fallout 1 into Fallout 4 engine, but just release them full widescreen support, slightly better graphics. Just make it easier to run, play, get into them.
I mean, I haven't played them myself, but I've seen a lot of gameplay of them and had the stories explained. So I don't know. I might replay them, or sorry, I might play them
Yeah.
if they remastered them.
Battle wants Morrowind too. Although currently within the timeline of the Elder Scrolls, Red Mountain erupted, and Vardenfell is completely gone. Everything's under magma. Morrowind itself is just covered in ash, I think, and flaming rocks falling from the skies. What else happened? Oh, the Argonians were like, alright, time to fuck these bitches up. Payback time for all the slavery. And went in and killed a bunch of Dark Elves. Morrowind's not looking too good these days. So if anything, maybe it could be like a survival game.
That all happened before Skyrim?
Yeah. That's why they had so many Dark Elf refugees pouring into Skyrim. Good. Where else are we gonna go? Can't go south. Argonians hate us. Skyrim it is. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna try.
But the Nords also hate the Dark Elves.
Yeah.
But a little bit less.
A little bit less. At least there hasn't been a recent war with them.
They won't kill them on sight.
Yeah. Like the Argonians were like, "This is for slavery, you little bitch."
Actually, just recently started up a game of Skyrim. Trying to do the stealth archer something. That was the first kind of build that I ever made in Skyrim, so I'm trying to redo that.
Adam says, I feel like stuff like Skywind and Skyblivion ended up turning into those sad games that stay in development for eternity due to the fact that they keep getting Patreon money every month. What do you guys think of that?
It's a bit of a tricky one. It's a catch-22, isn't it? Because they're not exactly a massive developer or a massive studio, are they? So, they probably start off with good intentions. Then, when things drag on, it's probably not necessarily the money. It's just they usually begin to realize, like, holy shit, this is pretty intense. Like, the amount of work that's actually needing done. Because that's what happened towards the end of the development of the.
They're gonna say it.
Yeah, Kotal 2 restoration mod.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else.
No, that's what happened to because I watched some guy done a video on it on YouTube. I just went through the whole timeline, man. It was actually very interesting, but it definitely took it out of them, man. It fucking drained them.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say the Frontier.
Nah. But yeah,
that's a different kind of fuck up.
Yeah, that's more fucking writing in that, ain't it?
Supposedly they're gonna write it again from the ground up.
You going to play it again?
Yep,
but
I mean, it's gonna be a completely different thing now, I guess, right? If they're completely writing it anew. Not as much dream sequences. Maybe they'll cut the entire space station. Hopefully, I guess. Or just look, my biggest complaint about it was just way too many dream sequences, and the mission with the space station was too long.
That's just one of my least favorite things that I've watched you play.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And also, I mean, there's a lot of other little things that need to. I think they shouldn't try to make the story too complicated. Try and keep it a bit more grounded. The need all that guy at the end where all of a sudden he's down on the ground bleeding out, but I challenge him to a fight and he pulls a robot out of his ass and gets in and fights me on a giant mech for some reason. Where did that come from? That was completely unnecessary. It didn't need all the twists, and he could have just died on the airship. But no, they had to keep adding more and more and more to make it oof. It's just too much. And it can be long. And they just try to too many twists into.
Yeah, I feel you there. Your viewers probably do too.
Imagine if Vardenfell is inhabited by dragons, mainland is occupied by Argonians in the south, and the Dwemer return. Imagine choosing which side to join or to fight Dwemer. I don't know. I think they're gonna choose to keep the Dwemer a mystery. More interesting that way. Have this long lost civilization, highly advanced technology that all of a sudden poof. If anything, if they're gonna use the Dwemer in any way, then they might use it in the way they used it back in Morrowind, where there was this one guy who was a Dwemer, and he had to. And he was like, "Yeah, I was in a different dimension at the time, so I missed the whole thing." I remember his name.
What?
You don't remember him?
No, I don't.
Fat dude with spider
What the
legs.
fuck?
Yeah, he was like, "Nah, I was
Nah,
hauling around a different dimension. Came back, missed the whole thing."
bloody hell.
Yeah. Miles to see welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here again. And I'm trying to hang in there, Miles. Trying to hang in there. The dream sequences still give me PTSD. How many? Did anybody count how many dream sequences there were in that game? As soon as you thought that was the last one, they pull you into another one. With the Wild Wasteland, you can play the final boss in the game of Caravan. For real? Who the fuck even knows how to play that game? MDD, welcome to the stream. Yagrum Bagarn. Yeah, that's the game. Yagrum. That was a fat dude with spider legs who grammar who was like, "Yeah, I wasn't here. I missed it." The Dwemer didn't kill themselves? Well, no, if they did, then may there be evidence of that. But they just vanished without a trace. They were fucking around with Lord Khan's heart. What do you expect? Poor guy missed out on all his people disappearing and gets infected with the worst disease ever. But I don't know about the worst disease ever, because there was a pretty good exploit when it came to that disease. You contract it and then work your way to the point where you can get the cure, and then you just sleep for days at a time. Sleep for 24 hours and then sleep for weeks, months, years. And you'll see your intelligence drop down to like to 1 or 0. But your strength and dexterity too, I think, just keeps going up. So once you're satisfied, then you take the cure, and the strength that you got from the disease stays. but your intelligence and everything else comes back. So you're just running around one-shotting everything.
Amazing.
I did it. Reason I played a stealth dark elf with glass armor and a two-handed sword. Umbra. Or you kill off that guy called Umbra. Gain his sword, which is called Umbra. Dude got infected by something, so he's all fat and stuff. I don't know if he's still alive. Wait a minute. You're telling me it was the disease that made him overweight? I thought it was just him eating too many Fritos.
Yeah.
Probably dead. Yagrim? Yeah, he's probably dead by now. The Corpusarium. Corpusarium, yes, which is now rubble and ash. Oh yeah, because volcano. There is no rope under the Red Mountain. Obviously, the Dwemer were murdered. What? Also, alright, that meteorite. That who was it? Crazy asshole. Like the literal crazy dude, the Daedric Prince, insane. He's the Daedric Prince of insanity and madness.
Oh, sure. Gorath.
Jurgoroth,
Yeah,
yes.
Theogorath.
He tossed that giant rock at Vivek City. But Vivek used the powerful magic to basically not stop it, but to slow it down. So it's constantly very slowly inching its way towards the city. Yeah, ever so slightly. But then Vivek dies, and so yeah, that hit. Which is probably what caused the volcano to erupt in the first place. The Dwemer had an Elder Scroll and knew how to read it to divine the future. So why did they mess with the heart? Did whatever they want to do. Wait, what? Did whatever they want to do work. You lost me with that last sentence, Pharaoh. Did whatever did whatever they wanted to do work. Considering what they wanted to do with Lorkhan's heart. No one knows what they wanted to do with Lorkhan's heart. You'd have to ask Kagrenak, which is the guy who was working on it. But he vanished too. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Chimer were beefing with the Dwemer at Red Mountain before they just dipped from existence or at least Nern's reality. Well, there's kind of a yeah, something like that. But there's also supposedly a dragon break that happens there. No one knows exactly what happened. Fault was it? Who was winning? Who killed the Nerevarine? How he died, really? If the tribunal betrayed them? Or what? Everyone has a different account. Girl, could you get some fine ass men on the live? All we have are men on the live right now. I have no idea what they look like. You could assume that they're good looking. Want? You know, you could assume that Kieran looks like Tay Diggs. You know what that is?
I don't even have a fucking clue, mate.
Huh? He's a male model.
Alright.
He's widely considered the best looking black male model on the planet.
Amazing. Based.
I don't know how black Kieran is though. Probably not very much.
No, very not black at all.
Huh?
Nah.
Huh.
I'm pretty fucking Scottish, mate, man. It's like,
Scottish equals white.
yeah, pretty much, mate.
No black people in Scotland.
It's like something like 95% is white. Something stupid like that. Pretty
Asians.
ridiculous. I don't know really. I don't know the breakdown of like the people of colour in Scotland, but I know it's like Scotland's like stupidly fucking white, man, like 93, 95%.
That's a damn shame. Yes.
Mm.
A lot of racism in Scotland.
I don't really. Nah. It's more sectarianism in Scotland. So like Catholics versus Protestants.
Oh,
That's a
really?
fucking.
That's still going on?
Oh yeah, of course it is. Celtic and Rangers, mate.
Celtic and Rangers.
Yeah.
But that's not religion, is it? That's not religiously motivated.
Yeah. Protestant and Rangers, man. Celtic's Catholics.
Wait, what exactly are we talking about?
Sectarianism.
No. When it comes to the Rangers and the Celtics.
So basically, fucking the Protestants made their own football club, man, and the Catholics made their own football club, and now they fucking haven't liked each other for like the past 200 years of like football,
Football.
and that's where that rivalry comes from,
Football. Wow.
and that rivalry goes back to like the 1600s from like the Jacobite rebellions, man, and King Henry, was it, converted to Protestantism, and like then Scotland was still Catholic, man. So that's where that divide comes from, pretty much.
I see. Are there more Catholics than Protestants in Scotland though?
That's a good question. I don't really know.
Hmm.
Probably be about the same, I
Aye.
would imagine. Feels like it.
Hmm. Oh. Worth looking into.
Mm.
When am I gonna play Oblivion? We're still trying to work that out on you. Captain Alex killed the Nerefarine. Captain Alex. Miss Kieran, girl, you sound like a semi-fine arts man. Says Miles.
Semi.
You think you could have done an insult?
I'll take it as a compliment, man. Why no?
Hmm. There's some theories that Shiro Garoth in TES5 is a Nerevarine. I thought the theory was that the Shiro Garoth in TES5 was the player character from Oblivion.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the DLC, the Chevron Isles, fucking basically you help. It's not Shiogorath, it's his like normal version.
Jigalag.
Aye, you help Jigalag, man, and he screws you over, man. Then you become the new Shiogorath, supposedly.
Huh.
That's the actual storyline of the DLC?
Nah, I think that's more of a theory.
So no one's actually seen Jigalag.
I haven't played it, so I don't really know, to be honest with you.
Girl, I ain't never heard of a black Scottish girl.
What? They exist, man! Whoa!
They exist, you're saying.
Yeah, of course they do. Fucking hell.
As thick of an accent as you.
Aye.
Everything.
That would be a
Aye.
sight to see.
What's so fucking weird about that, man? I feel like this is a wee bit of yikes going on here, man.
Shane Kelly, welcome to the stream.
You think this is yikes? I just find it. I think it would be interesting. I mean, I've never seen or heard of a black girl with a really thick Scottish accent, so it'd just be interesting to see.
Yeah, can you find us one?
Find you one? I don't even think it's one in pulp culture.
No, I mean like someone you can physically find in Scotland.
Ah, well, I'm not going to fucking go out my way to dock some random fucking person, man. What the fuck?
I mean, just to prove Miles wrong.
Yeah, well.
I'm sure we could find one online if we look hard enough.
Online. Tyler Evan coming in on the Twitch side. Someone. Oh, really? Oh, well. Use it and abuse it then, I guess. We know Miss Pepita got a sniper rifle where her peen should be, so we don't need to ask her that question, child. Yeah. Yeah, no, I wish. Exactly. Ireland's been through some stuff, that's for sure. What do you know about Ireland? Kieran?
Ireland?
Ireland.
Don't know. What do you want to know about Ireland?
Whatever you know.
It's basically all of Scotland, isn't it? Well, I don't know. I'm more mental Scotland.
Did we
That's what I
really
feel like.
fail the... Onion had to say we failed the politics challenge, did we? Because before we were talking about religion.
Yeah. It comes very close though. It is a bit on the line.
It just depends on how you're going to define the rules. I mean, technically, you broke it at the very beginning by even telling people
Yeah.
not to talk about it.
Yes, but I mean, just actively going into topic. Like, you know, we start talking about, if we start actively talking about Israel-Palestine conflict, and that would be it. But just, you know, just saying it, mentioning it like that, I give that pass.
All right, then no, we're still on the winning side.
Good. I heard it here. Miss Kieran Girl, I hear Scotland is legendary for LGBT girls. Is that true?
As man, first place in the UK that legalised fucking gay marriage. Pretty sure.
Oh, this stream isn't going so well. Even Onion Hat is bored.
Huh.
I've seen them
What?
sit through some pretty shit streams.
Well,
Right,
then
yeah,
tell him
I'm going to stop playing my game. I'm going to...
Oh, you're playing something?
get your ass in here if you think you can make it more interesting on you.
Aye, get in here, Onion Hat Man. Moon. Come and give us the lore of your onion hat.
Girl, you're serving me hot left winger with that voice. Says, oh no, Miss Francis girl. You're serving me hot left winger with that voice.
Well, you caught me. I'm guilty as charged.
Yes.
Girl, yes, we live for that. But referring to there, but yeah. Time is it? 9 o'clock.
Onion Hat, I've got a question for you. Who is your favourite person who has ever existed to wear a onion hat?
I feel like Onion Hat may have already left.
Probably. Oh, wait. Oh, he said see you later. Oh, fuck. Well, fuck you then. Fuck you.
What were you playing?
I was playing... What's it called? Northgard. It's like a wee... It's like RTS smashed in with a city builder.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It was...
Northgard, I've heard of it.
Yeah. It was on sale, man. It was $9, so I was like, I've been wanting it for a wee while.
It's Viking related.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not. What was that other game that people went crazy for recently? That's Viking related.
I'm not familiar.
You said what?
Valheim,
You know,
was that what
guys,
it's called?
I've been doing some research.
Oh, yeah. Valheim. Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
No, it's Valheim. It's like an early access game on Steam, and it's like a more intense Minecraft. Difficult to explain, but it's like a more intense Minecraft.
The Old Republic.
Found something out today.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Donald Trump Jr. He called Joe Biden the Loch Ness Monster.
Wait, what?
Huh?
I saw it on Twitter. It's hilarious.
What?
Who called him that?
Donald Trump Jr. called Biden the Loch Ness monster.
What? Surely that's no real. Fucking.
Is this count as politics?
Yeah, no, we're not exactly talking about politics, right?
Nah,
Yes.
that's no politics. That's comedy, man.
We're talking about just a certain individual who just happens to be a politician. But why did he call him refer to him as the Loch Ness monster specifically?
What does that
Yeah.
even mean?
Watch the clip.
Yeah, exactly,
No
man.
idea.
Pretty fucking weird, man.
Apparently, it's because the Loch Ness monster's from a swamp, but he isn't. So
It's in a fucking lake, man.
Wait a
It's in a
minute.
lock. It's in a lock.
It's not Loch. That's what makes it the Loch Ness monster. The Loch of Ness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
What
fuck,
swamp?
man?
The fuck? Come on,
Fucking
man.
Donald Trump Jr. racist against Scotland.
Wait,
Confirmed.
what? He said that? He can't tell the
Fuck,
difference between
said
a
that.
loch and a swamp?
what he said. Hold
Yeah.
on, I'll pull it up right now.
Quentin's like, there is literally thousands of words, and the best you can make is the Loch Ness monster.
Come on,
I know
man.
it is a bit of a weird fucking insult. Isn't
What
it?
about you could call him fucking Swamp Thing? That's a character.
Joe Biden's
well-
son. Joe Biden's son should call Trump big
Alligator.
fucking Bigfoot or some shit.
Yeti.
Chupacabra.
Yeti from the.
Well, no, I mean Chupacabra. Well, we got it's like 4 names or something for the same thing: Yeti, Sasquatch, Abominable Snowman, Bigfoot.
Yeah.
But the Chupacabra,
Florida
that's
swamp ape.
none of which live in the swamp, by the way.
Becky Bams.
Oh, there's one in Florida apparently called the Florida.
Sorry, guys. Is there any Specky Bams here?
What?
Specky Bam pots.
I do not know
What
what that is.
what is that?
Fucking Tyler's asking me to talk about fucking Specky Bams. Specky Bam pots are individuals that wear spectacles and are spectacles themselves.
Have you guys ever heard of Jimmy John's Pizza?
I wear
No.
Really
glasses.
flavored.
Oh,
9
well,
people
yeah,
tried
Specky
it and they
Bam.
fell over.
Sorry,
Look how
mate.
good it was.
Pizza.
Fucking.
Uh,
I'll show you the video, man. That must have been Tyler that fucking shared that, man, on the Discord.
can't watch it now. I'm streaming.
I'll just post it in the communications and watch it whenever, man.
Huh. Tyler says the Loch Ness monster is a Greenland shark. Can you talk about the Specky Bombs? So, no. And Tyler says Francis broke the challenge. Not talk about politics.
How did I break it?
Yeah,
Breaking the challenge.
how did he break it? Next thing you know, you're finna call him some random SCP. What does SCP stand for again?
Fuck goes, man.
Miss Francis, honey, you gonna need to be left wing somewhere else in private, maybe? Show me how egalitarian that thing is, Miss Francis, honey.
Hey, show me how you egalitarian.
Yeah,
That's that's amazing, man. That is fucking poetic, man. Honestly,
Gotta
man. Yeah, done
Mess with the
yesterday.
win.
Damn.
How's it going anyway, Montel, man? What's the crack been happening with you, man?
Yeah, Montel, welcome to the stream. How's the swear kicking off tricks?
That you been keeping?
I heard Trump talk. Yeah, Trump talk, but not in the political sense. I'll let it slide. It was talking about individuals themselves, not any
Yeah, we're
kind
just
of
talking
like
about
policy or anything like that.
people calling each other stupid names. It's
Yeah,
not really
exactly.
politics.
Yeah, it's not political.
Yeah, it's just fucking weird, man. That's what it was. Weird.
Loch Ness Monster. Come on, man. They can put a little more effort.
I know, man. Why the Loch Ness Monster is an insult, man? Just fucking weird.
Yeah, I'm not getting. I mean, hell, he couldn't even call them. Well, how about the Jersey Devil?
The Tasmanian Devil.
Nah, you guys know about the Jersey Devil?
Nah, man, I
Apparently it's
don't, man.
this
Indulge us.
Nope.
dude. Like he flies around with bat wings, and he wears a small suit and a top hat. Supposedly, it
Right.
was born because like this lady had like a shit ton of kids, and was getting like tons. Like we're talking like over 20 or 30 kids running around. And she was pregnant again, and she yelled out in a rage, "May this one be a devil!" Popped out of her vag, and flew off into the night sky.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's the story. People swear they've seen it. Dude with a top hat flying around.
You ever see that Monty Python movie where in it they sing that song? What is it called? Every sperm is sacred.
Yeah, that was the Flying Circus, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Shit cracks me up.
And then they switch over to the Protestants. They'd be
Oh,
like,
God.
we're Protestants. Yeah, we can use condoms and shit. No, we don't believe in that other crap about we can have abortions, we can do whatever we want.
Pretty mental, man, that the fucking Church of England was like created, man, and like Protestantism was created like out of some fucking fat bastard English king wanted to force his wife. Pretty fucking mental,
What?
that, man.
Fat bastard.
Aye.
Who is this fat bastard?
King Henry. King Henry the Sixth, I think. He was a bit of a
Okay.
chunky boy, man. He was a bit of a chunky boy.
And he wanted to divorce his wife.
Aye.
Oh.
Then it's the cunt that fucking ended up like beheading 6 of them or something.
Oh, that's one way to get rid of him, I guess.
Mm.
Instead of a lengthy divorce.
Well.
Guys, what's your favorite New Vegas song? I guess Armando doesn't mean from the original soundtrack, but from the radios?
I would imagine.
Heartaches by the number.
Yeah, there you go. Heartaches by a number.
I don't even know any names of the tunes on fucking New Vegas.
Honey good.
Just like them, man.
Secure, contain, and protect this cherry, Miss Frances Honey. 10 miles left. 4 cherry emojis, 4 peaches emojis, and 6. What would you call those? Like squirt emojis, I guess.
Protect the cherry? What does that mean?
Are you a virgin?
I protect your virginity.
Maybe that's what he means.
Possibly, man. Fuck those. Aye. Come on. Become a React Annie, man. Become a React Andy.
Become a reactor. Actually, you know what? I had this idea that my brother came up with, but hold on, let me just charge my phone up. Be right back.
Well, guys. I don't have anything interesting
Right,
to
I'm
say
back.
just now, man. I was like, I'm just going to take your stream over.
Wait, now I'm already back. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of these ever since I started playing Warzone. I've been getting recommended these videos of like Warzone rage compilations.
Yeah, man.
They're pretty funny.
Fuck! Oh, in fact, can you play that clip on stream, man? It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Try
Oh,
play that
that
clip up,
one.
man.
Oh shit.
Aye, go for it, man. If you can.
I
Um,
told you,
Got it.
Quinn. I told you a while ago. You're just gonna do a bunch of fucking react videos. You get a whole lot of views. I'm telling you.
No, not
man.
exactly, not exactly. The idea was that because
Yeah, in the static, man.
I'm playing Warzone and I don't really get pissed. That was something that wasn't always true though. Even I've broken a mouse before, not because of Warzone, but like different.
Aye.
But then I came to the conclusion where like, okay, either I stop playing or I get this under control. I tried the latter, so now I think I have it pretty locked down. I'm pretty good at staying cool no matter what happens. It's just a game, blah blah blah. But I remember. Oh yeah, there is. But I was telling my brother about this, who also like told me like he noticed that he was getting pissed off even when he won. Like this one time he won the game and he was still pissed playing Call of Duty, and that's when he realized, you know what, I can't keep doing it. There's no point to this.
Nah, it's not
So,
healthy, man.
yeah.
It's not good for the mental health, man.
Yeah, so he was like, screw this, play something else. Which I think a lot of these people who I keep seeing come up in these compilation videos really, really need to do. Especially this one guy, Linden FPS. He's the guy. He's the guy when you kill him in the game and you hear an open mic of one dude just talking about fucking your mother, blah blah blah. That's him. He's one of
Amazing.
those. I'm like, he doesn't even seem like he's enjoying the game. He's not having fun.
I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I find the shit talking more entertaining than the actual game, though. I think I might be quite a toxic individual, to be honest, guys.
I think I got a way to show it on stream. This works. This is not working.
Oh. Rip.
What did they make it work at that?
Can you just not screen share it?
I screen share it in Discord.
And this and it'll pop up on the stream. No,
Oh, yeah.
or am I
Gotcha.
just tripping balls?
I think you might be right, although yeah, I might have two streams going at the same time.
Stream on top of a stream.
And my brother's network isn't exactly stable.
Oh, shit. We'll see how it goes, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't fucking
Okay, so I can
make
see
it
it.
shut the bed.
See it?
No, yeah. Aye. Oh my god.
But then people won't be able
It's
to
loading.
hear it, right?
Oh no, they probably won't be able to, man. Oh, that's a shame. Because it's like fucking funny as fuck, man.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Yeah, no, you weren't able to hear it.
That's a shame.
Nah.
It's a fucking funny clip, man. So what happens? Quinn just shoots this guy in the back, man. It just transcends silence, man, for like 2 seconds. Then you just hear this guy going, "Fuck!"
It goes fuck, and then it
Yeah.
ends. I like how like there was this one guy who the best insult that he could come up with on the spot was, "You are very black, sir."
Oh my god!
That's what he told me.
Wow.
That was
Fucking
amazing.
mask on moment there, man. Trying his hardest not to say the N word. Fucking hell.
Sometimes it's funny when they say a sentence that ends with the N word, but it cuts them off before they can finish saying it.
Thank fuck. Fucking. Oh my god.
Are you an equal opportunity lover, Miss Frances Honey? Do you believe in the universal basic income? And income written INCUM.
I feel
Yes,
like
absolutely.
it's a
Mutual
little too.
coming.
It's just getting too close to politics, talking about equal opportunity.
Well, he's not. Well, I mean, he's talking
Nah,
about.
man. Nah.
He's not
Mutual
talking
coming.
about. Yeah, remember, it's written income as
CUM.
in INCUM, as in come, like come on my face. Income. So he's talking about something completely different. Which I guess would be a no because I don't think you shack up with just anything that moves. That'd be
Nah,
fair
man.
to say.
Nah, man. You need to give mutual loving, man.
Then Miles says, "Do you believe in free SP?" And then adds a bunch of those peach emojis. Says Miss Frances Honey. What means with that?
I like Ferrell's comment, man. I just received Warzone Rage ASMR.
Yeah. Warzone Rage ASMR.
I'm not sure what the SP is.
I couldn't sleep
Okay.
last night, so after about 5 hours of pointless thinking, I had the biggest revelation in the world. You can technically legally drop kicks.
Wait, what? How is this possible? What?
Maybe wrestling?
How is this possible?
Montel stresses that the rig more serious of mods are the frontier of Skyrim. Are there any dream sequences?
Fucking Tyler Evan, Jesus Quinn. Kieran can't read English, and Quinn takes 10 minutes to read a chat post. We are screwed either way with any chat reader.
I mean, yeah, because trying to talk at this. I'll try harder. HK, welcome to the stream, man. And Street Gangs is Maryland.
I think it's just been a wee fucking shit post, man. That's don't take it personally.
And ask away, Miles.
Brother, the ancestors are black as the day is long and chicken is fried, and collard greens are sauteed.
Fried chicken, man.
What are we talking about? Rage compilations, right? Yeah, they can be pretty entertaining. And there's some like this guy Patchouli. I don't know where he got his desk from, but that thing is a trooper. Quality,
solid
quality craftsmanship, right? Keeps slamming the shit out of that thing, and it's still there, still holding up somehow, some way. But that's another guy that I feel. I mean, so many people that play the game, they die and they start immediately talking about how this game sucks. It's a piece of shit. It's got all these problems. Why are you still playing it?
Why the
you
fuck
talking about?
are you playing it? Oh, it's happening, Montel.
Hey, Montel.
We're talking about Warzone, man.
Call of Duty Warzone. The Battle Royale.
In that, I would say it's like why people keep going back to really buggy games that they love. You know?
It's a toxic relationship. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the same with League of Legends, man. Yeah, it's like a dog shit game, but I can't get enough of it, man.
Hey, Montel. K Moore gifted me Mass Effect the Legendary Edition.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. Guess I'll stream it once I'm back in my apartment.
That's cool. That's good, actually. Now you have something to stream.
Yeah.
So you see in the Legendary Edition, does Mass Effect 3 still got its multiplayer? Or is it
No.
a new multiplayer? Or
No multiplayer because they can't bring everything back apparently.
I did
That's
hear
a sh-
some talk about them possibly bringing it back. They were thinking about it now. Guess
That
we'll
I
was-
see.
doubt that.
that was one of the most underrated multiplayers ever. I actually fucking loved that, man.
I'm gonna say this, Pharaoh. No, fuck that mod. I enjoy watching Quinn suffer in Frontier more than that fucking mod. Because at the end of that mod literally broke me with his stupidity.
Yeah, I saw some of it, but there weren't any dream sequence.
Well, you
Mate.
went to what's that place called? Pretty much the hell in
Mm.
What?
Elder Scrolls. I'm bad with names, so I'll remember it later. But I went to one of the realms. Oblivion. There we go. Oblivion.
Oh,
That's about
okay. Does that count as a dream sequence? I don't think so.
Yes and no.
Make
Which?
is great again.
Sydney, welcome to the stream. I haven't seen you around here before. How's the swing? What's on tricks? Yeah, it's your first time here. Pretty slow today, it seems. But do you remember which realm of Oblivion it was?
Oh, the fucking. Oh, it's quite a few of them like that.
Yeah,
So-
but which one?
Even
is
though
more-
the figure deserves no such
remember
obedience.
meeting, like, I talked to Boethia, but she was like so terribly out of character. It was humorous. I also met Azura, who's all, this is my child. I should protect my child. And that's also out of character for Azura. So it was just like hilarious, but also disappointing because the story was tolerable up until that point.
Oh well. Okay.
But yeah, you get logical. If you want to hear about it, logical point. Talk your off about it. How much he hates that.
Oh, Logical
Wait.
played it too?
So yes, he did. Me, I'm content with just having that. I'm content with pretending that didn't exist. I pretend I didn't play that mod. You know, the record's still on my YouTube channel.
Ah, you hat man, so good, man. Fucking,
Oh, I didn't know it came back.
man. So, fucking apologizing for stupid shit, man. Don't worry. I don't even know what
Yeah,
you're
you-
apologizing for, man.
Yeah,
I think
so
got shit to apologize for.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. Leonard, see you as well,
Leonard
man.
Kirsch and Colin, welcome to the stream. Oh, Colin was Darth Kermit? Oh, okay.
Oh, that makes fucking sense, man.
Long absence. Don't be sorry for the long absence, Leonard. I haven't been streaming that much time this week, so I cannot stay. I'll be here again all Friday. Invite to leave a like. Have a nice day. Alright, thanks. See you later, Leonard Kirsch. Peace, homie.
Gold brand belongs to Boethia.
The gold brand.
The sword.
Right. Favorite Daedric artifact. Favorite
let's-
Daedric artifact. Oh, here's an Elder Scrolls expert that just came into the stream. Caterus Meow. What's your favorite Daedric artifact? You played the crap out of Skyrim. Surely you have an opinion on this.
I mean, my answer's obvious.
Has
The
to be
most
the Wabbajack, man.
Wabbajack, hey, yeah, she
The
did.
most useful Daedric artifact in Skyrim is Dawnbreaker. You fight so many Draugr, you might as well make that your staple weapon.
Yeah,
True, man.
I think maybe Azura Star might be my.
It's actually pretty fucking convenient, man, when you make it the Black Star.
I didn't even do that. I just killed some mammoths. You're just fine.
Nice.
Unfortunately, Caterus
yeah,
Meow
mammoth.
does not know what I'm talking about. Made a fool of myself.
You gotta love that amnesia.
Yeah, telling people that she was the expert. I was wrong. Now everyone thinks I'm an idiot. I can barely understand you, she says. Now I'm also developing a speech impediment.
Damn.
Amazing. Bro.
Oh god, you're telling me this whole time no one's been able to understand what I've been saying outside of the Discord?
Yeah, pretty much, mate.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like,
Why didn't anybody tell me?
I mean, how can we tell you? You can't. You don't understand what you're saying.
Ah, exactly. We understand what you're saying, mate. How are we meant to tell you?
Lecture is over. Oh, Colin. Wow, lecture is over already? When did? Oh, that was like an hour ago. Never mind.
Wait, what? An hour ago? Fuck off.
Yeah, it's already been an hour since you left.
What?
We've been streaming for an hour and a half.
Time flies when you're having fun, man.
I started
Oh,
at
that's
8.
Wait, who can't
Amazing.
understand you?
This. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, Jay Booth, you like cats, right?
Yeah.
Well, I got the perfect streamer for you. Her name is Catatus Meow. You should check her out. She streams early, so it's you should be able to catch her streams. She's really good.
Damn, Queen, you gonna be advertising
Even
Why
when the
not?
figure deserves no such obedience.
free real estate.
What the hell? It just says blank just subscribed, but there's no name.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the subscription, blank. I have a lot of fun together, man. Trust me. Oh, I like
He's not
cats.
wearing-
Yeah, see, Catatus Meow says she likes you already because you like cats.
Well, she's not wearing kitty ears the whole time. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do it.
I mean, recently I managed to convince her to wear some cat ears.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, I did.
So
Wow.
Queen likes cat girls confirmed.
Yeah.
No, but I've been really busy lately.
Yeah.
Now that I'm here, and pretty soon I won't be able to talk to you guys for a long time. So
Oh damn.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it does suck, man, but whatever you get up to, man, you take care of yourself, man.
I mean, look at me. I'm here and there nowadays. So yeah, that
Thank you.
happens.
Well, I mean, hopefully it won't be for too long then, Jay Booth.
yeah, I'm not saying like a year, but maybe 3-4 months, something like that.
Oh well.
No,
But, yeah, this is what my my Discord looks like. If I scroll up, then she'll be able to see the loading ramp. So let's not do that.
I just grew up, man. You don't have it open, do you?
No, but still.
I mean, right now, nothing's really in the loaded ramp. So
Nah, yeah, people just use it to post. Like, what are people even posting in there now?
What have you not been looking? Oh my god!
No, I have, but,
Oh
no,
my
but
god!
like in general, I'm just like, what?
So,
This is-
someone's posted a meme, man. It looks like they made Mia Khalifa and fucking
Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
That was pretty funny. That was funny.
Oh my god, that's
pretty-
amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Counter 425, welcome to the stream, man. I got a question
my
for you guys.
body's telling me no.
Would you rather your pet dies or a
Even when
random
the figure
person
deserves
dies?
no such obedience.
Random person dies. Fuck that person.
Samuel Hayden, thanks for the subscription.
My mind is telling me no.
A random person or your pet? Well, the random person I don't even know. I probably won't even see, and random people die every day.
Because I don't see nothing wrong.
Whenever I get asked this question, it reminds me of that movie. What's it called? The Box or something like that, where
Starring
didn't get
J-Lo,
through-
right?
I don't know if it's J-Lo or not. But I know it didn't get very good reviews, and some old guy gives this lady a box and says, "Oh, if you push the button, you'll get $1 million, but some random person will die. You don't know who." Blah blah blah.
See,
And
I
then
think
it turns
Boyd
into
Lane gave
this-
him gave him her box. That whole movie can be avoided.
Cloud Pascal.
Then it turns into a whole like salvation type thing. Like those who didn't push the button deserve salvation, and those who did don't deserve it.
Oh well.
Boxes. Onion Head is suggesting I wear a cat tail. Which doesn't make any sense because when I stream, I'm sitting down.
I want cat eels.
Even when the figure
Well, you need to wear
deserves no
cat
such
eels
obedience.
AirHog505 just subscribed. Thanks for the subscription, homie. I appreciate it. And have a lot of fun together. But also, Nuhu the Red Sanic.
Even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
Also subscribe. Thanks for the subscription, homie. My Joshua Graham videos have been getting a hell of a boost again.
Is it, man?
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe you should do a what's it called? A choreo conundrum. Joshua Graham.
I don't have any ideas on it just yet. Right now, I want to finish writing that Serana from Skyrim video, and then there's this Krea's Conundrums I want to work with, and then the Krea on Clone Wars I want to do, and then maybe Courier's Conundrums. But those are the things, you know, I have on my priority list right now. I really want to get that Serana video out all of a sudden. No, I still didn't finish it, Cat. I know, I'm slow. Still working on
You
it.
said it, not me.
It was she was the one who gave me the idea. So inspiration behind it. Cat is new salesman.
Okay.
You know, Tyler, it's odd that you say that because someone was saying that exact same thing earlier today.
I don't think cat paraphernalia would work with Quinn. It's not, cats aren't Quinn's spirit animal. For sure.
Man, he needs to get the cat ears on, man. He built cat wrists into it, man. We need to build him into it now.
What is my spirit animal, you think?
I don't know, fucking...
A penguin?
Bear.
Bear?
Yeah,
I don't know, actually, man. What's on the island, man, and the fucking find me? Is it fucking iguanas or something?
Cat says I'm a giraffe, 100%.
I can see it.
A giraffe? I have a... What? Why giraffe? What? Giraffe?
Shit, you might as well just call him a fucking zebra.
I thought it was
he's
zebra.
a zebra, man. Zebra?
Yeah, I thought it was pronounced zebra.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it's zebra.
It's zebra. The fuck y'all talking about?
It's a fucking zebra, man.
Zebra.
Zabra. Sapody.
It's zebra. Again, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Oh. Make a stream, stay stream for 2 hours, no chair. So I stream standing up?
Yeah.
But then I also need a camera pointing at my ass.
Yes, boys! Fucking hot tub stream, here we come.
Irish boy, welcome to the stream. Papito's spirit animal is a sloth. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. You know, hey, think about it, man. Sloth, you know, just hanging out on a tree, you know, just chilling.
Well, that's what you do usually say, man. You usually say you're hanging in, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
I can kind of see that, yeah.
Tetris is like, yes, with a catty tail. Hot tub stream with a catty tail.
Okay. Make it a fucking toilet stream. Have one camera pointed up at your asshole, and one camera pointed at your face.
Yeah. I just eat a rack of ribs before.
Oh,
I'm shitting all over the place.
No. Oh my god. That'd be great, man.
Oh,
That'd be
fucked up, man.
I don't even know what to say to that, man.
So, but then now I'm also being turned into this weird, like, science, like this abomination. I'm a giraffe with a cat's tail hanging on a tree as a sloth. What is this? What am I?
Interesting
baby
chimera.
monkey thing, that monkey baby monkey thing, whatever that thing was.
Puppy monkey baby.
Monkey baby. I forgot, but did you watch Star Wars: The Bad Batch? Yeah, I saw it. Well, up to, you know, the most recent episode.
What the fuck? Have you guys seen that game that's out, man? That's on sale on Steam. Fucking Cloudpunk.
Cloudpunk?
Yeah, Cloud Punk.
The punk in the clouds.
I got
Aye.
What's
No, it's like a fucking bootleg version of fucking Cyberpunk.
But in the
What
clouds?
the fuck? I don't know, man. It's no.
Shit, aggressively. I'm a sloth turtle snail hybrid.
I'll try to share it in communications, but it's fucking pretty out there, man.
Okay, now it's being suggested that I again, this has already been brought up earlier, but now the hot tub is being brought up again, this time just a basket with water. And do a stream in the hot tub category. Pretty sure you will be famous if I have a cattail, a hot tub.
What's
next
my
to me.
spirit animal?
Fucking bald
I'll let
eagle,
y'all
man.
figure that out.
A bald eagle.
Aye,
Hell
fucking.
no. You know I do like
Oh,
birds.
Fucking
American
mongoose.
fuck,
Eagle's
man.
not my pick of bird of prey.
And
I just posted that in fucking communications. Check that fucking out, man.
I
What the
can't
fuck?
now. I got the Discord channel on the stream. I switch over there. God knows what I'll see.
It's alright, man. Don't be
To answer the
fucking
question though,
nervous.
I think I'm a falcon.
A falcon. Do you have Captain America's shield too?
I knew someone to make that very easy joke.
Thank you. I'm here all week.
I wouldn't be saying thank you for that. It's too
Bum, bum.
easy. That's what's born. It's lazy humor.
Low hanging fruit, but effective anyway. It worked. I'll do you one better. Literally just beer mugs. Eat each other to death with mugs. They're having a different conversation over here.
Saying something like Irish and Scotland or whatever. And they don't know how they actually act.
Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. Wait, what, man? Scotland, Ireland, scrapping there or something, man?
I love stereotypes because y'all constantly use them as examples, and then people just look stupid.
Can you set up redeem points on Twitch? No, you have to be an affiliate to do that.
A Twitch partner.
Yeah, I used to be an affiliate, remember? Back in the day.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that, man. What's the story behind that?
I had to take it off. Because
Why?
when you're an affiliate, you can't dual stream on YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah,
I
see.
And since I was getting most of my viewers on YouTube, and I was using Twitch pretty much to just gain new viewers to basically people can find me on Twitch and then find my YouTube channel. I said screw that.
So
had it removed, went back to dual streaming.
So essentially Twitch is holding you.
Hey, that's not too true, Tyler. I was affiliate for more than 2 days. I was affiliate until someone came along and pointed out, hey, you're not supposed to be doing this. I said, shit.
So essentially, like I said, Twitch is holding you.
And then for the longest time, I streamed only on YouTube. And then once I finally got it removed, I went back to streaming.
Fucking low profile, man. Make sure Twitch doesn't find out what you did.
How? They're never gonna find out. They're never gonna care. It was short as hell either way. Yeah, it was. But good thing I shut it down before I got way too many subscribers.
Well, that's very true. What the fuck? The tune slaps as well.
Who? Who slaps?
The tune. The tune.
The tune.
The tune.
Of what?
This fucking trailer.
Here and fight Irish boy in chat to decide which country is better. Oh yeah.
It's just fucking blowing my mind.
Bullseye spirit animal is a flamingo.
Yes.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
100% correct. I'm a fucking flamingo.
Flamingos. Yeah, flamingos. Kind of weird, but kind of mean. But they fly around. Alright, Canada's meow. Have fun playing Warzone.
Take care, pal.
Till next time. I'll see you tomorrow on the stream. Peace. Can't play Warzone while I'm here.
Where's the other cat?
The other cat? Oh, yeah. We're trying to work that out. We're not working it out. I don't know, really. He's going through something, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Meow indeed. Is the controller finally gonna get some reckoning tomorrow? Hurley is a gentleman's game. Heard of Hurley. No, I've never played Super Hot. They have a sale. A big maybe, huh? How about that? Come on, the controller is gonna need to get some love. I mean, after all those people donated so that you can buy it and just let it collect dust, that'd be disrespectful. So disrespectful. No respect. No respect. As Rodney Dangerfield would say. Now go on.
Super Hot is the most innovative shooter I've played in years.
Did you play it in VR?
Right.
Nope.
Yeah.
I think people who have played the game before will understand what I mean when I say what I say.
Right, so check this out, man. This game that I was talking about, right at the end, man, it fucking says it's been nominee of the best game in the BAFTAs in Scotland. Like, what the fuck? Fucking Scottish BAFTAs, man. It's a bit out there. Bit random.
Uh-huh. Scottish bastards, you say?
Aye, the Scottish BAFTAs, man.
Wait, you say BAFTAs?
Yeah, the BAFTAs, man, like the fucking
the
awards, man.
Okay, yeah, okay, wait. I thought you were saying bastards.
No.
As in fatherless children.
No.
By the way, do we have a word for motherless children?
I'm going to fucking Google that
I don't
right now,
think
actually.
so.
I mean, there's got to be an equivalent, right?
Yeah, orphan.
Orphan. Oh, what? No, that's both parents, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, in today's world, how do you got two parents?
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
So in today's world, how do you have two parents?
Motherless children, yeah. That, I guess.
Son of a bitch.
Planescape Torment. No, I haven't played it yet. I know Chris Avalon wrote it. I even have the definitive edition. Have not played it yet. Should I play it on stream? Fun fact, you can technically make an iron sword out of people's blood. It just may or may not take a 1,000, but it'll probably be worth it in the end. Put it now. See, that makes me think of that scene from X-Men 2. Mystique.
This is probably the dumbest thing I read. Oh, my bad.
Dumbest thing you read was a.
J.J. Abrams says maybe they should have a plan with sequel. Can we say it? J.J. Abrams says they should have a plan with the sequel trilogy. So I don't know how to is that a bruh moment or just I'm gonna just look at him with the most stupendous look in my face.
I mean, J.J. Abrams is saying they should have had a plan for the sequel trilogy, but then that's basically just them. That's confirming it then that they had nothing.
Oh, come on, bro.
I mean, I could fix the trilogy. There's a few different steps right now, but I'll piss off a certain community of fans. So I'll be quiet.
A certain community of fans. That's gonna happen no matter what you say.
Okay, so I'll say this: you should have had a whole team with 2 Jedi. Yeah, Finn and Rey. Literally, just make Kylo the big bad villain. Why bother with this ham-fisted redemption arc? He already killed. He did what Anakin did. He killed the person who was standing over him. He took the army. Instead of having Palpatine in the third movie, let them discover the final order and just take control from there. But no, they gotta just throw in Palpatine for reasons.
I mean, because I still maintain that Palpatine was a break glass in case of emergency. Because after the Last Jedi, Snoke died and all that, they were like, "What are we gonna do now?" And they landed on, well, we got Palpatine. Somehow, some way, we can bring him back.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Goes to show there was no plan. Charlie Goldstein, welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you here again. 1984.
Even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
We also got Logical coming in. Welcome to the stream, homie. How's the stream? Kicking off tricks. And we got Philip Gutierrez coming in with the subscription. Appreciate it. Have a lot of fun together. But yeah, Logical. No politics today. That's the challenge.
Yes.
So far, so good, I think.
If your movie has Star Wars in the name, you don't even need a fucking plan.
No? You're gonna make money anyway?
Pretty much, man.
I mean, yeah, some of the friends of Star Wars, no offense, are literally that brain dead. You can literally put shit on the screen and they'll still pay for it. That's a secret shit these shows, y'all.
Why are we avoiding politics? Just as a challenge. To see if we can even do it.
Because politics is cringe.
Every single time we do one of these, we end up somehow veering into it. So I figured, how about we just try?
Hey, Logical, you can always come in and talk about Rick more.
Yeah, how about that?
There's a lot of politically minded people in here, that's why.
All right, okay. So the bastard is a gender neutral term.
Really?
There's politics in these nuts. They are in everything.
Well,
you dig deep enough, you'll find politics involved in it on the planet. I guess, sure, but just explicitly, yeah, just like policy wise, you can't talk about anything like that. Like we spoke about some nonsense that Trump Jr. said about Joe Biden earlier. That wasn't politics. That was just people calling each other names.
yeah, man. Fucking called someone the Loch Ness Monster, man. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, somehow, some way, Biden is a Loch Ness Monster. I don't know what the rationale is behind that.
I can believe it. It makes sense. I believe it.
Apparently, his rationale was
fact checked.
The Loch Ness Monster lives in a swamp, which it doesn't, because the monster of the loch called Ness.
It's like it's in a fucking big deep lake, man.
If Biden's a Loch Ness Monster, that means Trump. That makes Trump he's probably a King Kong or King Kong.
King Kong. Who's Godzilla?
Obama.
Obama's Godzilla. Who's
I walk into the chat room and we're already talking politics.
No.
We're just talking about political figures.
Politicians.
Yeah, we're just calling.
It's a big fucking difference, mate.
Not even as politicians, just as human beings. Who are they compared to when it comes to the monster universe? Who's King Ghidorah? Who's got the 3 heads?
Hitler?
Oh, whoa.
Be an argument.
Isn't it also known as Ghidorah?
Depends on how you pronounce it. I say Ghidorah. Sounds cooler to me.
Well, we could talk about Thomas Hobbes, like a analysis of Thomas Hobbes and Godzilla.
Well, hold on. I thought you were going to talk about Rigmor.
It's garbage. It's complete garbage.
That's it. That's all you got to say.
Come on, you got more to say.
You need a prompt. It's like you throw such a huge topic. You get me started.
Well, hold on. Let me just read this one message by Quentin. JJ was on the right path, but the problem was that he was trying to add in a little bit of legend stuff, but didn't implement it right, he said. Really, you feel like JJ was
I
doing
s-
that more, or was Last Jedi guy that more?
I don't say Rian, but a good prop for you to begin with. What do you think of Rick Moore's character?
On
Sorry,
your hand,
repeat that.
this yes, repeat.
You cut out.
Oh, of course I cut out. I said, well, I don't think JJ was the guy with the Legends influence, but on that note, what do you think of Rick Moore's character? Logical. Me personally, I don't have too many issues with her, but I know you do.
Okay, so her, the character, she has a place as a side character. To be frank, she is an asshole, which is fine. She has room for growth, which is fine, and she has a lot of importance assigned to her, which is fine. All of it's fine. Problem isn't that she is the way she is. The problem is that she is given stuff that she doesn't earn. It's like the narrative, it wants her to become something great, and so it just gives her that position without her earning it.
Hmm.
So, for example, the very first thing you learn about this person is that she is the daughter of the Nord that beat the elves in the war. The what's it called?
The Great War?
Is it the Great War?
Yes.
All right. Hold on. How butchered the? Oh yeah. Don't yeah. We'll get there, Farrell. Yeah. Don't you worry. We'll talk about that. But yeah. That's my primary issue with just like the overall narrative of her story. So yeah. Continuing on, she is the daughter of this person, and and she has the expectations that comes with being the daughter of this very great general, and that's interesting. And she isn't what people want her to be. She's not what people expect. Again, I think this is really that's a really good prompt. And she struggles with that. She's kind of an asshole because of it. She's trying to guard herself, try to hide herself behind walls, emotional barrier.
You might interrupt you right here though. One part
Mhm.
I feel like a little inconsistent with that.
What?
I said, you mind me interjecting right here?
Oh,
Like,
of course.
but yeah, see, it's like he has his bratty attitude, but at the same time, she was a slave for a while, and in a way, it kind of contradicts with this whole idea of her feeling, above everyone. She's been humbled, but at the same time, she's inhumble. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like you're like, okay, this is weird, but all right.
I feel like the slave thing, like I almost ignore it because it doesn't really add anything to the story other than, oh, this is the reason why my development has been stunted is because I had this traumatic past.
Woe is me.
Classic tragic backstory. But okay. And so the next
But there it is. That laugh. We know what that laugh is.
Okay, so then the next position of power she's just handed is that she is the chosen one of Azura.
Okay.
There's no reason for this. It's just
I agree. It's unnecessary.
It's just a plot device to make her more important. And this is where we start getting into how absolutely brutally butchered the Daedric princes are. So this person was obviously a Daedra revisionist. They wanted the Daedra to come off as benevolent. And the thing is, it's obvious, extremely obvious by the creators that that's not what the Daedra are supposed to be. The Daedra are supposed to invoke the image of Lovecraftian monsters. Obviously, they fall short of this because they are so well defined, and Lovecraftian monsters, cosmic horror is by definition not defined. But they really wanted to make Azura. They wanted to really focus on the love aspect of Azura, And they even they went so far as to equate it with mother's love. And one of the major problems with that, in my opinion, is that there is already an Aedra that does that very same thing. It's Mara. So why are we using Azura when we could just use Mara? And then at least you have some consistency. But no.
Oh,
Mhm.
let's hit the part where he's a shipper. That was great.
And then, of course, the Boethia is very so they tried to get her more what's the right word here? She's kind of comes off as a prankster more than some what
A prankster. She's like a cringe lord.
and a cringe lord. She's
Azura?
like Boethia.
Okay.
She comes off as like a prankster and as Bullseye correctly points out, a cringe lord, rather than the ambitious backstabbing, split tongue, double dealing
Make people kill
goddess
for her.
that she is.
Kill everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said before, Mafala would work better in that situation, but
Sorry, who?
I said Mafala.
Mafala.
She has the whole trickster thing down. That's kind of her thing, but
Maybe they got the two names
but
mixed
even
up.
still, like Mafala is kind of like this mysterious. Like I would like maybe you would talk to one of her like peoples, but yeah, I don't think you would even really come close to Mafala if you're like communicating. I honestly though, you wouldn't even really come close to Boethia. And if you really wanted to make it more organic within the story, you might have to do some sort of thing like, I need to find a Daedric prince to be able to help me with this, with a thing. Therefore, I should go to this, well-known ritual. I think the Red Mountain fight thing. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've researched this stuff, but there's a certain ritual with Boethia that you're supposed to do some sort of fighting thing, and then you get into like these like big challenges.
oh yeah, that did happen. So technically, there was a dream sequence. Quinn.
For real?
And there's also a big Chungus. Not Mafala, Boethia there you talk to. So yeah, there's a dream sequence. That frontier checklist.
Man, there we go.
But yeah, ultimately she's like, oh, well, you beat all these people. Okay, now let me kind of taunt you because you obviously care about this person. I'm like, and you don't really have a choice other than to care for Rigmor, which is also very detrimental to the story. So like, you have to play a very specific character to really get the maximum enjoyment out of this mod. One of my issues with her character design, though, is that she looks like a little boy.
That is what pleases me.
How
Or
old is
You
child.
are beautiful to me, exile.
I don't know how old Rigmor is, but she looks like a child.
I mean, the Riggs Battalion.
Is Kieran already a member?
The Riggs Battalion says she. I'm sorry, damn, this still 18. So yeah, he went for the lowest bar right there.
She's 18 years old.
Apparently,
She looks younger. She looks a lot
younger?
younger, in my opinion. And it really is like, I can't really get behind, the romancing of somebody who looks like they're 14 or 15. You know what I mean? And so it's just like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work for me. I'm sorry. It's not even tempting.
I'm sorry. I said I brought myself. I said Battalion. I can flip all the memories back in Tilly. But yeah. On that note, appearance wise, she looks younger than she should. And the romance is also kind of very weird because you kind of, thanks to Tyler, I kind of seen it. And at the point you have this romance, she's in a compromised mental state. And so I'm like, so it just feels kind of. It doesn't feel. It doesn't feel kind of. It just simply is wrong. The wrong
It
place.
feels
wrong
like you're
time.
taking advantage.
Exactly. So I'm like, who wrote this? But
Yeah.
the show goes on.
Yeah.
So it's another Frontier type of situation again that might accuse it of.
I haven't really looked into the Frontier stuff, so I can't really levy an accusation.
But you missed a hell of a stream.
It sounds like it.
Lord.
Onion
Oh,
had,
Lord.
there was like 4 or 5 dream sequences in that bitch. I mean,
But yeah.
the space station session alone took like 3 streams.
And then, let's see. But yeah, there's the final problem with the power dynamic is that she's also thrusted the role of being one of the Emperor's relatives in line for the throne.
Okay,
And
then.
it's like, okay, wow. I'm the Dragonborn, and I haven't been just thrusted this much random power. It's like a whole new level.
Yeah, see, and that it could work, but at the same time, the way they kind of already,
I can see myself on
positioned
the
their
stream.
character. Oh, what's up,
Hello,
Dragon Boy?
Dragon Boy.
Hello.
Yeah, you're on the stream.
Greetings.
Montel,
See, but
Onion
yeah.
Hat is saying that he's saying that you would rather play Frontier than Rigmore.
I would, because I can actually shoot something.
Is that the Fallout mod?
That's
And
it.
shoot myself.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's not an option than that.
I played it on stream here.
But something you could have done with Rigmore's character is to really explore this theme of like maybe why we don't do feudalism anymore, or why merit is merit-based power is better than family-based power. Or you could, as they were trying to go for, actually commit to this character growth slash like sorry, I got distracted. Like a character growth and like her trying to earn these titles, like actually grow into the shoes that she's trying to fill.
Yeah, so like on point, large school, didn't go into details because I can understand why. Because talking about this is irritated. So like I said, she was a slave, and she became a slave because her dad died, and her and her mom got taken into slavery by a Thalmor agent or general, whatever you want to call him. And she would suffer, getting got lash scars on her backs and all that jazz, tragic backstory and whatnot. Eventually, she escaped because how did she escape? The plot device saved her. Plot device 1, Byron Dar saved her because he felt sorry for her.
Okay, Out of Commission is stating that they think that Azura was a smart mother choice. Well, I think what they're trying to say is that Azura being a goddess of love and goddess of motherly love, it was smart.
Yeah, Tyler saying it's arguable, actually. He asked me to tell you that after you got done talking. But yeah, we got off subject.
So my issue with that is that yes, the Daedra are much more dynamic in their power than the Aedra, but that's not because of some sort of choice. It's because that there was something within the creation of their universe that prevents the Aedra from being able to dynamically interact with the world, whereas the Daedra didn't sacrifice that same power to be able to interface. And so that doesn't really necessarily fit, and actually kind of supports Mara being the motherly goddess type. But then the second thing is, remember, we're trying to keep in vision what the Daedra are supposed, like what role they fit. And whereas
So see on Azura, I can't understand what Tyler's going for, but at the same time, that love was kind of restricted to one race in particular, the Dark Elves. So I get where you're coming from, but she kind of doesn't fit in that compassion area Azura has, as they're not the Chimer or whatever you want to call them. They're not those people. She's a Nord.
Yeah. additionally, there is an angle that you could play this. I could definitely see like maybe the abusive mother archetype, or something a little bit more, let's just say, not nuanced, but like more of a trade-off. Like,
yes, Tyler, there is a good Daedra, but again, the word "good" is kind of loose.
Well, the Daedra aren't. They're supposed to be beyond this dichotomy of good and evil. They are their own agents that have their own goals, and they have their own whims that they wish to do, and so there's not really like not that same level of like, oh, they need to be, the motherly love and stuff like that. Like that seems pretty wholesome,
A benevolent Daedra, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
If I could just chime in,
it's like
I don't.
You are allowed to, Primal. We'll allow it.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't played the mod, but I do know that Azura isn't ever really portrayed as primarily a motherly figure. She's just more compassionate to her followers than pretty much any other Daedra. But she's
Absolutely.
still like she's not a paragon of unconditional, unbridled love. Like she just cares about her followers. She'll still be as cruel as any other Daedra to those.
So essentially, she's
her.
a chiding mother. Is what you're saying.
And as I understand it, it's more like the jealous lover than it is necessarily the benevolent lover.
Sorry guys, what the fuck did I come back to, man? I was away making a couple of sandwiches.
Oh,
well,
really?
Maybe just watch the stream and then maybe you can get your answers from there.
I mean, while you were away making your sandwiches, kid, and like we got a notification that you've been a member for 3 months. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, 3 months. Yay.
Yeah, okay, talk about it.
Give it up
Excelsior.
Yeah, Zero does do it to Khajiit, and then
I thought it was
and they do have that approval of her.
Me too.
And that kind of fits the promise, and she's more, I guess, quote unquote, motherly to the people who follow her.
Yeah.
And in that case, Rigmore does not. She's just there.
Well, yeah. To speak to what Bullseye's saying, and because you're cutting out a little bit, at least on my end, but yeah, she's creating a level of dependence with the Khajiit, and so she's kind of feeding into a dependency role for the Khajiit. So it's not so much that she's benevolently doing things that are nice for the Khajiit; it's that she again is creating that dependence, so that dependent love or codependency, we could even call it, and there again lies that aspect of jealous lover, and the what was the term mother that you used?
Mother.
Yeah.
Or the strict mother, do as I say, not as I do.
But yeah,
the thing that my issue, the whole issue with the Azura thing, because it just feels out of place because Rigmore doesn't worship Azura. She honestly, the way she read it's like, what is this? I'm like, so you have zero knowledge of Azura, but Azura has his favor for you for literally no reason. I mean, you can argue some pity, but again, she doesn't really show much pity to those except outside her, people who worship her, and so it seems out of character.
Even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
I mean, if you want to, finagle that angle in there, sure. But again, I guess facilitates Rigmore being unnecessarily special. It's not earned. It's just time to make the pot go along. Hey, Azura, yeah.
Why not?
I'm supporting. We're all in. Let's give her a sword and everything. Literally, that's what happens.
Yep. So there's that kind of like overarching character issues and like writing problems and stuff like that. But then there's the more internal, local problems of just how the quests are handled, just how little choice you actually have within this open world exploratory RPG.
Games like, yeah, you get your money, but keep protecting her. Next time I talk to her, I want my money. Yeah, you get your money. Just keep protecting her.
Yep.
So where's our money?
That's the whole thing. I was promised. So, like, my character I was doing when I was doing it, was kind of like this very morally dubious character, and then this Keji comes out of the corner, from the shadows, being like, "Hey, do you want to make 500,000 septims?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I want to make that kind of money. Imagine what I could do with that." And so I'm like, "Okay, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll put up with." Running the entire map 20 times. I'll put up with all the trigger issues, and all the trigger issues being that, like, if you skip a trigger, you have to go back to that to be able to progress the quest, which there is a lot of those. Oh my god, I ran into so many of those. Like, I completely, like, the entire level, like, ahead of time, and then realized that I had to go back and reenact these particular steps of me talking to the character so that I could actually progress the quest. So completely ruined
that
any.
reminds me. I think y'all remember the stream where I had to talk to this guy and it kept crashing. And so I talked to him until I got to a certain, I had to talk to him a certain angle so the game would continue. It was mechanically, it was very buggy. But I have a lot of mods, so that's probably my own fault. So I can't really say it's strictly on the mod, but at the same time, everything, the assets added by the mod made the thing crash. So it's in question.
Oh no. But yeah, and then so you do all that, you get through all of the lore things, like, pretty much terrible experience. But at least at the very end, I was thinking I would have my money, and that's why I did this whole thing in the first place. Like, I put up with the love story that they forced your character into, which really, really got under my skin, because my character is not about that life. But I mean, but then, I do the mission. I'm waiting for some sort of letter or whatever, and I realize that nothing's going to come. And so then I load back my old save, and I'm like, "I'm going to kill your Rigmar." And I just fucking killed her, like, and brought her back to life and killed her again. And then she was ashes. And then I took a picture of me killing her character because I was just so mad.
Psychotic behavior.
Yes.
She's not essential?
I turned off essential.
Oh.
Yeah, he can do that. I can't. See, my problem with Rigmar is because I feel like she should only have 2 titles, being the daughter of the ancient warrior, and I'm fine with the whole emperor thing. Is the danger part it seems unnecessary.
Yeah.
But again, it's there because it's another story thread. This guy's trying to bring back Trinimac, which also is kind of necessary because he just want to conquer Skyrim. Do you really need Trinimac for that? But
Yeah.
hey, what do I know? Honestly, but yeah, at the end, see, on that aspect, this guy who's trying to revive Trinimac pretty much begrudging him because he don't want to put her to slavery. So at the end, you finally have us back to a corner. She's literally at the stairs. I can't do it. So I'm like, so you're telling me you wanted me to abandon my army? Yeah. She was like, let's go after this guy. Forget the army. Let's get him now. And yeah, I said, okay, fuck it, let's do it. And I go through all these enemies, like literally a shit ton of enemies at the final court. I can't do it. I'm tired. You handle it. So I'm like,
Well, yeah.
I'm over here like, but honestly though, really, you instead of actually, having a actually complete at the end of the final moment, you just throw in the towel, and it gets better. I go up there, and I hear the antagonist literally rant about how he's gonna do this, how he's gonna do that. He's this bad bitch, whatever. I'm like, okay. They're like, okay, we're gonna fight. They're like, you're gonna honor to kill me. And he jumps out the balcony and kills himself. So I'm like,
Hashtag spoilers. But yeah. So essentially, to kind of give context a little bit, she's thrust into all these positions of power. She has no character growth until the very end, and then when she's like finally starting to get a little momentum at the very end is kind of where Bullseye's talking about this very end of like, okay, you have a little momentum. You're able to make a rousing speech, and it's a little emotionally taxing, but okay, we can see this Rush character growth. Let's see if it actually plays off or whatever. We do all the things, get to the very end, and she's like, oh, this climactic battle, the person who's been at the other end of all my woes, the person who put me into slavery, the person who killed my parents, like that kind of like sort of ordeal. Like this is the very antagonist, the antithesis of me, and I'm about to go fight them, and this is my character growth moment. But I check it out the very last second, and actually I can't fight this person. So could you do it for me, Dragonborn, please? Pretty please? Like I don't know if I can do it. Yep.
Yeah, that's
And,
literally what
and,
happened.
and they make you do it?
Oh, okay, but it gets better because, and I'll explain what would have been even just, like it would have been slightly better if they had just done this other way. But so you go out there and you're like, okay, whatever, I don't really care anymore. So I open up the door, and you're like, okay, big battle on top of the thing. I'm like, yeah, you're fucked. And to the person's credit, he recognizes he's fucked, and so he's like, you know what, fuck you. I'm just gonna jump off this thing and kill myself because whatever. And then you're like, oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I spent, 5 days doing this quest. but it would have been just slightly like, imagine if like Rigmore was like, okay, I'm going to do my character growth.
Let's put it like this though. Imagine if it was Luke, the Return of the Jedi, and instead of Vader picking him up and throwing Palpatine off the thing, he just jumped off himself. That's essentially what it was at that point.
Yeah.
You're
cutting out a little bit.
At that point, it was really insulting because there was all the rising action.
No payoff.
Yeah, no payoff.
But yeah, so like it would have just been even just like slightly better if you and Rigmore come out, you're all ready to fight this big bad, this antagonist person, him, and then he kills himself, and Rigmore doesn't get her payoff, and she's livid because like she was working so hard for this. This was such a big deal for her, but because she already imploded before she could do it, she already relented. It's like not as big a deal for her. She's like, oh, yes, he's dead. Okay, I guess I care now. Like you were like just 5 minutes ago, you were like, I will kill this person, and then last second, I don't know if I care anymore.
Essentially, it's kind of like the end where what was that villain's name in Frontier? He asked the why you do all this.
Yeah,
he said he doesn't know. Like it's kind of like that, but like worse.
And then if you decide to fight him, he pulls a mech suit out of his ass all of a sudden. You're fighting a giant robot.
Oh no!
Where the fuck that come from?
It was so dumb, but it was funny at the same time.
Oh,
but
no.
At least you got the final battle. It's like him having that whole talk to you and just pulling a gun and shooting himself.
Because like I get they were trying to go for like the smart bad guy trope of like, oh, I've influenced all these sort of things. I'm basically Mysterio, where I influence all these things to make the whole level really hard. But at the very end, it's the easy boss, and it was really just like me tricking you and making you jump through these hoops. That was the boss fight. Like the whole level was the boss fight, but they really just failed at it.
So I was thinking maybe they could have made it more Mass Effect 2 like. Still fights the guy.
Even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
She can either die or she can win depending on quests you've done. Kind of like the suicide mission, how you die if you don't do those side quests.
Yeah. And it would have made it a little bit easier to handle because gosh darn, that quest is long.
Oh, the best part is at the end, she gets all her.
All her what?
Well, she gets all her family's title put on her. She's suddenly the Countess of Bruma. Her mom's already back, making sure home is ready, and you got to return. You got to send her to the border because you can't leave. Because of course, you're Dragonborn. You got to defeat Alduin, defeat Mirako, defeat whoever, or do your fucking quest, whatever. You even get the Gravebeards calling your name to make sure you don't go and everything. So yeah, you just deliver, and it's like, why are you leaving me? And so all the character build up she had, all the become independent, it just gets destroyed because she's over. She literally becomes this needy little girl again. For
Could have just been like she's the main character and you're the follower.
yeah, but it's the exact opposite. Well, she's the main character. She's the main character, but at the same time, as a follower, I have the agency as a character. She doesn't.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny.
Which makes it weird.
And they acknowledge you as Dragonborn?
Yep.
Yep.
Even if you're not, so to speak.
I know you have a destiny connected to the dragons, Dragonborn. Okay. I don't know how you know that, but sure. Okay.
Yeah, like if you try to role play as somebody who's not the Dragonborn, they're just like, oh, and you're like, hey, I'm not the Dragonborn, because you get the option. You could say I'm not the Dragonborn, but they're just like, yeah, actually you are. You just don't know it yet.
You sound like a dragon, so you must be one.
See, the mod authors could have ignored all that. Just be like, you're just some guy, and they could have avoided bringing the Daedra in it at all.
Yep. They could have done so much to cut out so much of this useless running around. Because like one of my problems with the triggers that they have is that they're literally just like in random spots across the map. So you literally have to walk from point A to point B. You can't fast travel. You have to walk from point A to point B with somebody you don't give about, and the forced love story and stuff like that.
You have to walk.
Yep.
Fast
Or ride a
travel is
horse.
disabled.
Not disabled, it's that the story is very.
They're trying to make a linear story in an open world systemic game.
Okay.
So when you get to that certain areas, there's dialogue, but if you don't go to those areas, later parts of the game, when you have to proceed, you didn't have that dialogue before, so thus you're stuck. So you had to go back to that area, had a dialogue to go back to where you are, then you can proceed. It's like retarded. I hate to say it, but it's literally like the dumbest way to. It's just irritating. Like, okay, that's nice. I had to go all the way back here, had a discussion, go back to where I need to go, so I can get to this progress this mod.
No spit for you. Welcome to.
Greetings.
Onion Half a Sale says, Montel, I forgot, but didn't you say the beginning was okay, the middle questionable, then the ending was dog shit?
Yeah, that's literally how I felt that whole thing. At the beginning, it was fine. Like, okay, so she's being hunted by her thumb. Okay, fine. But I'm just defending her, because some other lady was trying.
Which movie, no spit?
Then later on, you get pulled into all this extra mess.
Have any of you guys seen that Yu-Gi-Oh movie?
I have
Which one?
Not the Pyramid of Light. The other one. More recently.
No, I have not. I don't know. I actually seen this Pyramid of Light.
I think I saw Pyramid of Light in theaters.
Saw it on computer. It's time to do. But yeah, Tyler Communicator said Zero is a smart choice. Good argument for her to be a more godly mother figure in the Lord than Mara is, because Khajiit and Dark Elves, and Mara couldn't appear because she like the other divines are dead. That's actually dead. In question. They cannot interact with the world. That is true. So they had to see the thing about the Aedra. They can interact with the world, but it's like a faith-based power.
Yep.
So it's like they're limited by people's individual fate in them. I would say collectively, people have all this faith in the world, but at the same time, you look at like Oblivion, the biggest impact. What's his name? I always forget his name.
Dagon?
Not Dagon. It's an Aedra, the dragon one.
Oh, Akatosh.
Yeah, Akatosh. He can only physically interact through somebody after you use the amulet. So it wasn't really a concept of fate with his power. It's actually him using an item. So they can't interact with the world. Is that it's not as in the same aspect as the Daedra can,
because they sacrificed part of themselves in the creation.
Yeah, essentially. So yeah, it's not that they can't do anything. Is that their power to actually physically interact with the world is either limited through people's faith in them, or
An object.
Yeah. So like the whole Talos thing. That's why that's kind of a reason why the Star Wars trying to stand up that Talos worship, because less people worship him, the less power we have.
I think probably a much better narrative that they could have done is the Seven Towers conspiracy that the elves have, the High Elves. I think it's the Thalmor. It's essentially like this whole thing of the Thalmor are trying to bring the High Elves back to their original godhood status, and they're wanting to destroy the realms of reality to do that. Like referring these realms are kind of anchored through these things called "quote unquote" towers.
Yeah,
I'd have to look forward to
that's
it.
the part they were going with. I don't know if they're still going with it though.
It was more of a fan theory than anything. I think that would have been much more interesting to explore than whatever we got.
Hey, it was painful, but it was a good laugh. At least
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't. But literally, what broke me is the name of the fandom, the Riggs Battalion. My God, I was.
Just like how LARPy it is.
Yes, it's just bad. Like, bruh, I can't even take it. I want to invest me in serious as I took it, just thread through it as soon as I read that name. Riggs Battalion. Get the fuck out of here.
You're quiet. Is
I
anyone
hear
else?
something in the background.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it is? Background stuff?
But yeah, see, there's story potential, and you see the potential, but you watch the story, never reach it, or you can't frontier, where the story is mediocre, but you can still enough, flash to make it enjoyable to go through. Yeah, there's areas where it's a slog, but it's enough flash for it to make it tolerable. Here, it's just you're watching the story unfold, and it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And when you get that little moment, you little hope it can get better. It slaps you in the face. No, it's straight dog shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, bruh.
The aspect I hated most about it was the trigger issues. Like, it's one thing to endure the pain and suffering that mod is, but it's another thing to have to jump through these very specific hoops
Even when the figure
to be
deserves
able
no
to
such
endure
obedience.
that suffering.
Oh, yeah, I had to add this in right now. So they have the enemies in the mod are very tanky. So in the mod, they give you weapons. They give you weapons strong enough to get around that tankiness of enemies. So it's literally like a slap in the face, because at this point these weapons are useless to me. Why would you give it to me after I finish all the crap? It's literally insulting. I'm like, bruh.
You can't use your own.
You can use them after, you use them in the world, but at the point, the story's already over. So there's no, you have no need, because the rest of the enemies aren't that tanky. So it was literally pointless weapon to give me at the end.
Yeah. Well, something that was, I think, like some sort of life that I breathed into it was my character. So like I did the Lich mod beforehand. So my character, being a not very nice character that she was, morally dubious, she decided to become a Lich beforehand. And at the end, I started utilizing this resurrect everyone in the area power. And so I was able to form armies of undead. And so I just raided that, that final base bullseye with the castle where the big bad guy is, and you have
I had a sword.
I kept just raising the dead and just telling them to kill all of them, and so it was super easy.
I'm sorry, are we still talking about the frontier?
No, I was comparing in a way, but the worst part of that, Rigmore is the end. I'm saying, see the rest, you can play. You get through it, but the end, all the investment is just wasted. So yeah, the end is probably the worst part. That part where Rigmore says, "No, I'm not going anymore." That was where I was done mentally. The end that came out was just a joke to me.
Yeah, I remember watching that part, and I was like, "Oh goodness, Bullseye, you're in for a doozy."
Yeah, you guys, bro. He still messed with me over that. And it's like a month later now. I'm like, it was like, see, I have moments. I'm critical of things. Y'all all know this. But when something's like extremely bad, I can't be critical of it no more. It's just laughable. Like,
It's absurd.
it's just like legit shit at this point. Like, bro, it's all I can do is laugh. I'm laughing, but it physically pains me how bad this is.
Oh yeah.
It's physically.
But that is the skinny on why Rigmor Bruma is bad.
But guess what? There's more. It's two sequels to that. Two sequels to that.
I have not the time nor the mental willpower. I could do it because, like, and one of those, like, it's one of the reasons why I'm getting into coding is there's a level of me that enjoys these like the suffering of tedious action.
Look, I'm gonna say this. If it was gonna interrogate me, force me to play Rigmor. I'm gonna break. It's literally that bad. Like pain would not make me break, but a bad story, like intensely bad, that gets you invested.
Well, there has to be something that keeps you going. Is it the gameplay or is it the story? you know,
the thing about stories, they can start off bad and get progressively better, or they can start off good and get progressively worse. But it's that promise of the story that makes people want to continue reading it, watching it. It's like with Star Wars.
There was actually a moment within this thing that I almost got excited. Well, I actually did get excited. I was like, hold on. Okay, this entire experience has been absolutely garbage, but there might be some sort of room for some, like, an interesting moment, at least, when you get, you're making battle plans with the other generals and you're about to go into this big fight.
Yeah. The war part was
and I was like, oh, I'm excited. Like, this is excited because you're outnumbered. Like, okay, like, how are you going to handle that? Like, how are you going to move your troops? How is your character going to be able to engage with this whole thing? And I'm like, okay, so let me think about this. Like, how would I want to do this? And I'm like, okay, I have a plan. And then I start the conversation to, drop the battle plans. And it turns out you have no choice.
Yeah, the best part is the whole war, the whole on the foot ground war, it literally lasts up until Rigmor gets down, which takes like 2 seconds. So that's the war is just like, bruh, that's you had this whole battlefield set up around right, by the way. So that big field. If all you see all enemy soldiers on the other side, then Rigmor is down, the battle's over. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Then you go to the castle and do the final. You still fight a lot of enemies from there to then, but you had this whole little war planned out, this whole invasion, and you do fuck all with it.
Is Kieran trying to speak?
I'm not sure.
Sorry?
There's just like background noise for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just fucking fidgeting.
See, the thing about sequels, though, guys, luckily they're not on console, so I cannot play them, and that makes me unbridledly happy because I know if I ever get a PC, you guys are gonna fucking annoy me to play it, and eventually I'm gonna have hope. No, I'm not gonna do it. Who am I kidding? I'd rather shoot myself.
I might actually, if I have time. Time of something that's a precious short supply.
God damn, it was just.
I actually should probably start working on my test soon.
Yeah, see now you gotta find a way because he knows. Damn, I talk about Rigmor and my head's starting to hurt.
Well, I thought it would be interesting.
Would you be willing to try the Frontier? Logical, yeah.
Oh gosh, that's
go on, it'll be funny, man.
You might actually like it. The story is still kind of questionable, but it was actually better than Rigmor, at least in my opinion.
Just need to take it with a pinch of salt, man. That's all. Just treat it like a stupid shooter, you know.
I can get you the uncensored version.
Oh my god, amazing. Hog.
Well, it won't be anything that's soon because my school, but I will have at least a month off, which will be very helpful in terms of my mental health. Because let me tell you, going from one semester of 16 credits to another semester with only a week in between for quote unquote a break, I'm kind of burnt out.
Happens to the best of us, then.
Hello, Mariam.
Hello.
How's it going, Mariam? Life been for you?
Long time no see, Mariam.
Yeah.
How you been?
Been a long time no stream. Rod Howard, we are pleased to present that in the Elder Scrolls 6 main quest, you have taken inspiration from the mod Rigmor of Bruma. Have the mod
I'm
maker's
going to
main
jail.
writing crew.
I'm going to jail for manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
Yes, for manslaughter.
Killed someone. Excellent.
So, our
Yes,
dear
excellent.
Canvas Ordo within this chat has asked me vis-a-vis text, what am I majoring in?
Well, are you majoring in?
Computer science. I'm doing programming focus.
Surprising,
software engineering.
Very surprising.
The idea being
Yeah,
that
I'm
I could afford having diabetes and also living.
But should a robot be able to reprogram itself?
Absolutely. That's what essentially a bootstrapper is.
See, this is why I support the destruction of robots.
It's because you're prejudiced.
You're right. I am. You damn clankers.
Oh my god.
Mariam says, Pepito, guess what? They're bringing ER back for another season.
Wait, ER?
Yeah.
What, like fucking that like hospital fucking TV show soap
Yes.
opera?
Yes.
What?
Watched that show all the time as a kid.
I thought it was finished up.
Oh yeah, it's been off the air for years.
Ah, right.
But good show. I was rewatching a few seasons recently. Great show. Still tackles topics that are still relevant today.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to ask, Quinn. Do you know the differences between the fucking censored version of the Frontier and the uncensored version of the Frontier?
Something about fucking death claws or so shit.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Something about having sex with death claws, smelling women's feet, and so I don't know, some other nonsense. Mariam says I bought Deus Ex on Steam a few days ago. It's only $1. $1?
Wait, what one did you get? Is it the very first one?
Yeah, I assume she means the original Deus Ex. Which leads me into something else, ladies and gentlemen, because there was another reason why I said no politics on this stream. Because my idea for the next stream like this is going to be about Deus Ex, and it's going to be excessively political.
Nice.
I haven't actually played it.
Hey, Poggles.
Me neither, actually.
Go.
The Game of the Year edition. Yep, that's the one. You guys, I'm gonna. You can watch the video I made on the section we're gonna talk about, but not to get into it now because, like I said, no politics. It's about China.
Oh boy. As long as I'm China.
Right. China's best. What he's talking about, there's nothing wrong with China.
Yeah. I'm gonna put up a poll asking people, is a dictatorship inherently detrimental?
Well, not really.
No. You're a
depends.
dictator.
Maybe in fucking terms of society and social
Actually,
economics and shit, but
But no,
Machiavelli
that's it.
explores
No.
pretty well.
Make
I
me-
was
make-
gonna say anything.
Make me
I
the
was
emperor.
just gonna say
Make me the emperor. Make me the emperor.
Machiavelli explores
Make me the emperor. It
Stream,
don't
let's
matter.
Yeah, pretty well.
go.
Nothing matters. Make me the emperor.
Okay, now that's all I'm gonna say about that.
I don't
Jay
think you guys
Booth,
are
welcome
promised
back.
land.
Thank you.
Yes. Depends
Why
on
are you
who's
so adverse
dictating.
to talking to politics? Like, why is that such a?
Because
No,
we're doing
no.
it next stream.
See, but look
Oh,
at
no,
you,
I'm not
Lars.
talking to you.
can't
I'm not
help
talking to
yourself.
Quinn. I'm talking
You
to
can't help
Morgan. It was like, thank goodness.
I'm sorry, what?
I thought you were saying thank goodness that we stopped. I was
Oh,
teasing
no.
you.
No. Did we?
But I think the better question on that whole question: how long before it gets bad?
It's
Oh
just-
my god, yeah.
You think it's just a matter of time?
Yeah, somebody's
Actually,
going
Machiavelli talks about that.
Okay, that's
Nah,
great. Let's save it for
Nah,
where we do
someone's
it.
going to run in and fucking say death to certain countries and all sorts of mad shit, man.
I
But
mean, I don't mean by how long is in corruption though. I mean how long if the dictator so called died, how long would things go tits up in that country?
Well, we could talk about the political scenario.
Well, that's something we're
Next time.
all
Yeah, we'll talk it
gonna
next time.
discuss on the next stream. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. It is 10:40 right now, but we need to explore the politics of beanies as a topic.
Yes.
Or we
Anyway.
could discuss the economics.
A beanie is top tier headwear. Second only to a Texas cowboy hat.
Isn't that a 10-gallon hat? 12-gallon? Yeah, 10-gallon hat.
You can get a 12-gallon one, but yes.
But yes,
Remember Pharrell's hat?
Mariam, don't put your points in poison resistance or swimming. So a little tip for the game.
Hashtag noted.
You're not going to Queensland, so you don't need it. You don't need those.
But yeah, I should get back to my homework.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Talking about Bruma.
Tidings to all.
This
And may
might
the
be
force
the-
serve you well.
Maybe the first time I've heard you talk so extensively on something that wasn't at all political.
I talk about other things too.
You
Let's
got
hope
to
so.
ask the right question, Quinn.
Yeah, you just, yeah. I need my prompts. Like real quick, I would watch part of this other Discord channel that they were talking about like why Ashley is actually a good character in Mass Effect, and I watched this video that was like it was basically 4-hour defense of Ashley, which it wasn't actually a 4-hour defense of Ashley. It was actually more like a 2-hour defense. Because they were just a lot of tangential points and stuff like that. But one of the things that I was noticing was they were claiming that Ashley's not racist, which, like, no.
Kiss his tree and ask goodbye, as I'm gonna say.
Like, there is room for nuance, I agree, but the person didn't understand what racism is, so I'll leave that at that.
Fucking xenophobia. That's what it is.
You know, one thing that literally makes no sense for Ashley to me is that I'm surprised that she has a problem with servers. That's literally the only issue with Ashley. You would think some of her views would not have a problem with servers.
Oh, maybe you could say, I mean, you might call her a racist. She's not that racist, is her argument.
Well, she's implicitly racist. She's not explicitly racist.
Okay, fair, but still.
And I heard one person tell me that she was also it's racist against Geth.
Racist against Geth.
Yeah.
And Kaden's just as bad as Ashley. I'm tired of that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're saying...
Well, yeah, Kaden and Ashley are literally just stand-ins for each other.
Yeah.
Like they literally explore the same sort of themes, maybe a little bit different, but they both have systemic injustices thrusted upon them due to circumstances outside of their control, and they're trying to come back from that. That's
Stop lying to each other. Kaden is not better than Ashley.
Ashley would basically say,
well, he's
like,
less racist.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's not racist, but he's boring as fuck.
Yep.
And he's carved.
he's
Yeah,
carved.
Yep.
He's literally Mass Effect carved. Voice actor,
Exactly.
everything.
So,
But Ashley is
and then-
basically we would say that Ashley would look at Liara and say she's one of the good ones.
yeah.
Wow. Oh my
Actually
God.
says that too.
Well, not
So
even.
it's gotta
She's
be
actually like
something
jealous as fuck.
Does she ever actually say anything explicitly racist against any species, or like she's definitely
Actually,
xenophobic?
The
Like, she
most
definitely-
explicit
Actually,
thing.
though, Ashley Primal, Ashley only makes she'll be openly racist on things to Shepard, but she'll make the closest she gets to be a openly racist with the crew around or anyone else around here. She makes racist remarks like kissing his Tyrion ass goodbye or
Fuck
after
that.
she killed
I'm saying that.
Vex. She said something after she killed the rest, but yeah, that's the only two times she's openly expresses racism. But every moment she says it in private.
Well,
Ashley
and there's
is
also
an
a
Nazi.
point at the end where she's like, actually, I still have problems with aliens. Like, I have problems with aliens. Like, right before you finish the third one, I was like, oh, wait, so you actually were racist the entire time. Not, again,
Wait,
not
what is it?
explicitly. Not explicitly racist, but implicitly.
I always got the sense that it was just more of a keep to your own kind.
Yeah.
I don't want aliens to kind of infringe on human development.
Yep.
But like I've never heard her say anything along the lines of, this race is like less intelligent than we are, or this race is less developed than we are.
Yeah.
I mean, but she can't really say it.
So like I don't know that that's
higher.
racist. More
Oh, it
so
is racism.
xenophobic.
It's just implicit racism.
Like I feel like
It's
like,
because
things like
she
racism,
she
people think
subconsciously believes things, and she lets that out in different actions and different things that she says. But she's not like, she doesn't explicitly hold these beliefs that this person is less than me because they are a different species or whatever.
Yeah, see, I feel like
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm
racism
saying.
around people
I wouldn't even say that she's necessarily implicitly racist, because I don't think that she feels that these races aren't necessarily inferior to humans. They just and like that would be a weird, like it would be a weird thing to think in Mass Effect that the Asari, who are so much more advanced than pretty much every other species, would be inferior.
But see, that's the mistake a lot of people make with racism. It has nothing to do with nothing to do with superiority complexes.
Yep.
It's so every time someone brings up someone's being racist, they think they're better than someone. That's just
That's only part of it.
like it's like that's one of the most minor parts of it. Though. Like
Yeah,
someone could be better than you. You can still be racist against them, or they can be lesser than you. You can still be racist against them. It doesn't. Their positioning in society doesn't.
Well, it's like an infantile thing, like, oh, we need to support you to raise you to our level. Like that would be one form of it. Then there's also just like ignoring the experiences of the other peoples that you do not identify with, and just because that makes you feel more comfortable or whatever.
But it's funny because the most racist species in Mass Effect is probably Sorry.
Sorry, huh?
Yes, sorry. Not the Batarians?
Batarians are just extremists. They're not. They actually don't have beef against one people. That's really the humans.
But yeah. And then so like something that I found interesting though was like I started analyzing the characters through that kind of like that lens, because one of the arguments they were making was that Morden is far more racist than Ashley, and I actually disagree. I feel like Morden's circumstance, because like let's be completely honest, he was very much part of a big genocide against the Krogan. But the thing is that he himself isn't racist. It's that the system he was working within produced racist outcomes. Because like you can tell Morden cares about the Krogan at some deep level. Like he definitely regrets the course of action, but he just felt that it was necessary because he was following orders, blah blah blah.
But it was necessary at the time, at this particular circumstances.
At the time,
Was she?
Krogan were freaking riding asteroids and blowing up planets. So yeah, there was a reason they had to do
Even
something.
more than in Mass Effect 2. Like I don't remember what he specifically said, but he makes some pretty generalized derogatory statements about the Krogan, about
There's no
like
appropriate
they
scientist
can't really
worth
be.
their salt, even though you can take on a mission with a legit Krogan scientist worth their salt. So it's kind of funny.
Well, yeah, like so more than again, I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was something along the lines of how, and a lot of Solarians feel this way, that Krogan can't really be relied on to like be left alone. Like they had to, like another species had to interfere with their rate of development.
I think the
Or
argument's more that they were going to all die if they didn't.
well, yeah, I mean, like that intellectually, yeah, like that's the justification. But there was also the sentiment that like just as a species, they aren't capable of like they're just inherently dangerous, and that
I
there
don't know.
needs to be some outside interference.
I don't know if it's character development or if Warden for the whole time believed it, but there's a reason he decides to not go if Rex and or the Eve is dead. Like if they're both dead, Morden won't sacrifice himself to stop the genophage.
And that's because in that aspect, he feels that Rex and Eve together would actually improve the whole condition of the species, while Reeve just send them back
Even
to
when
where
the
they
figure
were before.
deserves no such
So in a way,
obedience.
he's trying to avoid them regressing. Is in the position of the regression of a people and the progression of a people. And if he sees regression, he's willing to not to do it.
Yeah. Like he's very much like an agent where he's like, I am trying to interpret all the outcomes and which outcome is the best for the galaxy that I would like to see. And he obviously thinks that the Krogan are capable if the Mass Effect 3 ending for him is anything to go by. But there's that issue of like, when did he come to that conclusion? I would argue he was always at that conclusion, but again, that's hard to tell because you're inductively trying to reason this.
But I mean, it's still like I'm not saying that he doesn't care about the Krogan or that he has absolutely no faith in them whatsoever to do anything. But it's still like he shares a common view of the Krogan among like the council races, that like almost like a childlike or a parental perspective on them, where like of course they're developed race or developed species, but sometimes we just kind of have to keep them in line a bit, and we have to make sure they don't get too far. So it's pretty domineering.
I would argue that Morden's probably more nuanced on that whole thing. But there is definitely a overall implicit racism towards the Krogan. But yeah, it would be interesting to kind of explore that a little bit further to kind of see what people like. What are the details? What are the arguments that these people are actually fielding?
I mean, I think this all depends on.
The old school people like used to mix this stuff way more than it seems like the new school people.
What's going on here?
Okay with it, and so we're seeing
hearing like news in the background.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna mute him. Yeah, go on, Jay Booth.
Take care, Mario.
I think this all depends on whether or not the Krogan are actually what Borden believes them to be. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility that a species could exist that you really can't control, and that their biological makeup would drive them to try and take over the galaxy.
On the whole aspect of more than the Krogan, I feel like it's also an element of responsibility there, because the Dallas make a fine point. Krogan were bred for war because they uplifted them to be bred for war. So in the end, the Krogan are a symptom of their own. They're a victim of their own creation at that point.
And
Because-
I would argue that there's like kind of like it's cyclistic almost in nature, because it's not so much that they aren't incapable of breaking out of that cycle. It's that they believe just as much as they. It's kind of like, you know, the dogs, you know, that get quote unquote bred for aggressive behavior or whatever. Like they themselves aren't necessarily intrinsically aggressive. It's just that they have the characteristics that if they were to be aggressive, that would make them much stronger and better at it. And that it's really the rearing of these dogs that really leads them one direction or another. And I'd argue that the Krogan are much the same way, where they get in their heads because of how their culture is built and everything like that, that we must enact these particular ways, you know.
Although that might be an interesting question in and of itself, Jennifer, because you mentioned before that it's genocide.
Yep.
Although
I wouldn't
is it
call it
technically?
They would call it directly genocide. It's
Yeah,
more
because
of
you're
a
not
prolonged
killing
one.
people
You're
who are
killing their
living.
fertility.
You're making sure that people never become alive.
Isn't it just
You're
for
pretty much-
population control?
Even
Yes,
when the
essentially.
figure deserves no
Probably
such
so.
obedience.
I definitely agree that it's a bit more nuanced than just a blanket. But if you were to like just put a simplistic label to kind of describe the sort of atrocious characteristics of that action, a genocide would be pretty close.
Because a lot of people would consider like the amount of abortions that have happened as genocide.
Well, it's tricky.
Still not talking about politics.
But so another thing though, to kind of let's move this back. So I also thought something that was interesting is the difference between Garrus and Rex, because one of Garrus's like primary themes is he's kind of this person who wants to reform things, but he kind of goes from a reformist into a revolutionary. But one of Garrus's biggest problems is that he doesn't really have like a platform, like an alternative, like what should we do instead? Whereas Rex, on the other hand, is also a revolutionary, but he actually has a vision for what, like a platform for what to do once he has control or whatever. Which I thought was kind of an interesting, like, hold on, like there is something missing from Garrus's character that I didn't even think about. Crickets.
I don't
No,
trust
I
the
see it.
Krogan.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully, I mean, I think it would be interesting to have certain individuals, psychological, there for when we talk about ASX. I don't know what your schedule is like, though. I don't know what anyone's schedule is like.
Fair. But if I have time, and if you want to like be like, hey, you have any windows on these particular days that I want to do it, like I can tell you which one if you want to do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that happened.
But I should go.
Yeah.
In the words,
Yeah, it's a massive, yeah. Commander Shepard over here.
I should go.
I should go.
Tidings.
Bye.
He's the only one I know who says tidings.
China. Yeah, it's gonna be about
Speaking
China.
of China, I left the document in besides chambers. If you guys are curious about what they're doing over there.
China. Oh well, this is fictional Deus Ex Cyberpunk China that we're gonna be talking about.
I think you have Jedi muted, Papito.
Yeah, I do because
Yeah,
it should.
he's been talking fine. Like we
Oh.
can hear him, or I can.
Oh, has he got me muted?
Yeah, there was some
Yeah, I
weird
think so.
shit coming. Were you watching the news or something?
Wait, what was that coming through? I was watching something else. Surprised it came through.
I can't.
Because I'm wearing a headset. What the fuck?
Oh, then I have no idea which. idea why that happened. But yeah, we could hear it. That was weird.
That is very weird. Wow.
But
Sorry
yeah.
about that.
Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, next time, things. I mean, I'm gonna have to try and get people scheduled. Yes, get especially my mods. To be on full alert because, as we all know, things get political about China. Even if it's fictional China.
I mean, it's just you gotta be fair. They want their approval points. They want their points, you know.
I don't think you got any mental tankies or fucking fascists in your community. I think you'll be fine, but still, better safe than sorry, to be honest.
You never know. You never know. Fascists?
better,
Shit, I don't know. Maybe.
Better safe than sorry. That's what I.
Yeah. But I'll post the video that goes through what we're gonna talk about. So I guess if people want to get prepared, they can do that. But yeah. It's 11. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We streamed for at least 3 hours. It's done.
Amazing.
It's
the
over.
comeback.
Yeah. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Just unemployed. But
Nah,
yeah.
you're employed by YouTube.
No, then I'd be earning a salary.
Well, in fact, that's a good point. You see, yeah. In fact, I'll let you get away first and then the stream first.
Oh yeah, might as well do. Let me just mute myself and then the stream real quick. Yes, for whoever might be left. Cool, I see you over there. That's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. So until next time, well, you guys take care of yourselves. Until then, things might get political next time, but thanks again for all your donations, super chats, likes, subscriptions, views, follows. And until next time, well, all I can say, his shells and his neighbors litter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what's going on. Until next time, hey, peace.
even when the figure deserves no such obedience.